open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'll surrender it. Hold tight.
Alrighty, we are back for round number 5 of the Pro Motocross Championship run by RaceFactory Gaming. I was supposed to have a co-host tonight, but unfortunately, does not look like he is on right now. So unfortunately, it will just be me for another week. We are aiming for next week that he could join us. So there is that. But yeah, another week of me by myself. Nothing different. So hopefully it can stay the same. But yeah, just came back from a week off. So there's that. Um, and after that week off, we will look at the last results from last round. It was Braden Tharp getting the overall victory by going 1-6. He scored 41 points over Max Wilczek, who went 3-3 with 40 points for P2 overall. Luke Sullivan going 8-1 to get his first win of the season with 39 points, which will get him third in the overall. And then Cashwood's going 6-2 for fourth. Jake Spees going 2-10 for fifth. Ben Arona 6-5 for sixth, swapping with Lightso, who went 5-7. Sorry, 7-5 is what I meant, and then 5-7 for Lightso and seventh. Dylan Valaire 12-9. Jack Mark 19-4, swapping with Thomas Wojcik, who went 4-19. Who got the hiccups there. And after those results, these were the points for the 250 class. It's starting to kind of look like the 250 West Supercross Championship, where Tharp just starting to pull out a big gap. We did have some changes. Wyatt Grant fell down 2 spots after a kind of horrible Moto 1, getting at 16th, I believe. So there is that. But yeah, so we'll check back up to P2 and Sullivan back up to P3. Cashwoods moved up 2 spots, going up to P5, and Jackson Vick, who unfortunately was suspended last week, is going to be sitting in P7 going into tonight, with Ben Nerona 8th, Dylan Delaire 9th, and then Jake Spees 10th. You can see the points right there. Braden Tharp has a full Moto lead over P2, and then 29 over Sully, 33 over Grant, and 35 over Cashwoods, and then 38 over Leitzel, and then it kind of falls off after that. But yeah, that is your 250 points and results from last week. So now we will be looking at the 450 results. Seth Carr, another dominant performance, going 1-1 once again, scoring 50 points straight up. And then Madley was actually second overall. He's went 3-2 for second overall with 42 points. Frank Jackson went 2-4, 40 points for third. And then it was T Lane going 7-3 for fourth. Race Cobble 4-9 for fifth. Jeff Cooper 12-5 for sixth. Jeremy Siebel going 11-6 for seventh. And then Alexis Leclerc going 6-13, having a horrible Moto 2, costing him 25 points on Seth's car. He got 8th overall last week, and then Paul Vial 5:15 for 9th, and then Bodie Parker going 9:18 for 10th. And these are the points after that round. So Seth Carr, 33-point lead. It is a district design leading both the 250 and the 450 class so far in the outdoor championship. So, but he has a 33-point lead over Matherly now. Leclerc moves down one spot. He is 47 points behind. And then you got Frank Jackson in 4th, 50 behind. Tyler Lang in 5th, 59. And then it kind of drops off from there with Seabolt at 80 behind, Vial at 100, Castellaneta at 104, Shirley at 114, and Jeff Cooper actually moved up 4 spots into the top 10 now at 126 behind. So that is your results. Give you a little refresher coming into tonight at round 5. But yeah, if our supposed co-host gets on before the motos, I believe I can still get him in here, but I don't kind of want to toss him in mid-motos and just have him figure it out. So it looks like we are getting a UID grab in the server right now. I will swap over to that. And the timing thing in the top right, it will look a little weird. You'll have to wait until people actually load into the server for it to actually, look correctly. And make sure, cool, you guys got sound already. And now we're just waiting. Anybody in chat? How's the night going? How was the week off? I know that some of you pros that raced did the GPs. I believe GPs were on Monday during the off week or not. I got to race a virtual 24 hours of Le Mans. Well, that off week kind of sucked, but a couple game crashes kind of ruined the race for us. But it is what it is. Let me message him on Snap real quick. See if he responds there. Well, no, I guess we were just waiting that a long while for that. How is everyone doing tonight? See that there's a couple of you in chat right now. Just kind of trying to fill space. We're waiting to see if I can get a co-commentator tonight. But taking a long time for this UID grab. Oh, hell yeah. It looks like they're trying to decide if they're doing consies or not, is what they're looking to do right now. So there is that. Look at the Discord. And it looks like we are actually going to go straight into the motos. So, alrighty. Let me change the overlay at the top then, so that we are good to go. Okay, well, hope that lines up. We just always do that. Well, we load all the 30 bikes so I can disconnect and reconnect. You know, all the fun jazz, you know. Okay, cool. We are. Okay. Looks like live timing might have crashed, so we'll wait and see who we can go on here. We'll go on Antonio Velati since they got their new skin just downloaded. The gate is down for Moto 1 here at Southwick. Looks like Braden Tharp actually gets a good jump there down the middle. And the sand. Oh, and Leitzel. Don't know if he got punted, but he absolutely sent it. And it's going to be Braden Tharp leading these guys down through the whole shot line. Oh, almost tripling. Oh, and he backflips it. Throwing some stees in there instead of Luca ahead of. Oh, and down he goes with Valentine, Jack Mark, and Tharp goes down by himself. God, I don't know why, but it looks like, yeah, live timing just crashed. So there's that. And Jack Mark, oh, makes a small mistake. Oh, my God. He just stops in the middle of the track. Don't know if controller died or something like that. Alrighty, it looks like we are back on live timing. Sorry, just trying to situate that. And never mind, I'm a dumbass. It is warm up. I forgot about that. Whoopsie. Darn, I was really getting into it. Every week I forget that there's a warm up lap. Wait, there was 2 warm up laps then. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, bro, getting it done. Alrighty. Well, now should be the official start. Gonna go see if we could find Tharp here. Oh, it looks like we cannot, but the gate is actually down. Someone's running the number 1. Tharp still gets a good jump here. Into the first corner, still leads the whole shot. He's going to hold on to it with his teammate Jake Spieth right behind him. Looks like Stevenson and whoever is on the outside. That's Tom Quino. Had a good ride at Thunder Valley earlier this year. His teammate going around the outside, so Spieth is into the lead. After it looks like Tharp pulled the whole shot there. So Spieth railing around the outside. And then Quino trying to look down the inside, and looks like we got Keelan Ortiz behind these guys, battling with Caden Speck on that EVP Kawasaki. Moves that down the inside, that's Max Wilczek, your second in points right here. Trying to not let Tharp get an early lead and try to check out on the rest of them. But Speed's trying to copy exactly what he did last week or 2 weeks ago in Moto 1 at High Point. Just get a good start, take the lead early, and try to pull away from everyone. And maybe this time he could hold on to it and not have some couple bad mistakes, whether it was lappers or whatever happened last week. Oh, and there is a mistake from him right there. Gets kicked sideways on the turning kind of rollers there with the sand being all rough. And it allows his teammate Tharp into lead with Tom Quino now in P2. Looks like Speck is up to P3 and Spieth is down into P4 now. So now Tharp trying to run away with this, try to extend his points lead. Once again, coming off the break, still showing that he can be dominant even with a break in between him. Oh! And he gets hooked too much on that rut, clips the top block, goes down. So it's going to allow Quino into the lead with Spieth by along with Speck. Spieth trying to go down the inside, cannot get it done. So Speck is going to have to turn. Oh, and Spieth getting more kicked. The suspension for those disc design bikes is not liking the rough sand here. So they all fall back, and it's going to allow a bunch of people ahead of him. And Quino's down as well. Everyone is not doing good on the sand here at Southwick. So Caden Speck looking to lead him. This camera angle sucks in the trees. Yep, that's perfect. Caden Speck looking to lead him through lap 1. If he could hold on for these next few corners. Looks like Stevenson has some pressure from Max Wilczek, who saw Tharp go down, is trying to gain an advantage here early. So Speck coming around, he's going to lead him through lap 1 on that EVP Kawasaki. Then we have Stevenson followed by Wilczek trying to look around the outside, squares him up, goes down the inside. Cannot get it done, has to follow through on the outside. Ooh, little mistake there from Stevenson. Almost gets into the side of Wilczek. Wilczek able to squeeze by there. So now Tharp is on the back of Stevenson. These two were looking to be your title favorites in 250 West, but Tharp ran away with it, and Stevenson only got round 1 done, and then fortunately had a bad rest of the year, seeing if he could rebound here in outdoors like he has done for a couple motos here this season. Down the inside goes Tharp, outside for Stevenson. He just follows around him though. Goes back to the outside, and then we have Wilczek looking to make a move on Caden Speck here. And then we got Tharp trying to make a move into third. He's looking down the inside. Stevenson cuts him off and closes the door there. Close racing here at Southwick. Down the inside goes Tharp. Can he get the doubles here? He does. They're side by side going up. This kind of drags back, and Tharp is able to get it done back into P3 here. And it looks like Caden Speck went down. Don't know if he got help or not, but now that moves Tharp into P2. Stevenson P3. Spieth is up into P4. And then Max Wilczek has a decent sized gap here. It's about 4 seconds between the two of them. See if he could hold on or if Tharp can run him down while he has some pressure from Stevenson right behind him. Whole bunch of disc design boys. We got Ben Nerona up here now with Keelan Ortiz as well. Then we have a bunch of Kawasaki's. We got Speck, Perez. Tom Quino kind of gets stuck where Tharp did early, but does not get laid on the Xeon Kawasaki. Who gets a bad kick. So Cole Betts looking to go down the inside of him. Can he get it done? Rails inside, gets the pass completed. Can he close the door on him? Down the inside goes Quino. Can he hold on to it in that middle rut? He cannot get the drive. So Betts is going to hold on to that position there for P10. And then he's going to try to make a run on, is that Jerome Godot? Trying to move into P9, but just a settled squeeze in right behind him. Then we got Tyler Perez up ahead of these guys. And a decent sized gap to Speck trying to make a move on Ortiz, who made a small mistake. Ortiz blocks him off, kind of shoves him off the track. Really just took the line away. It could be lag. I think Ortiz is one of the European riders out here, but I'm not 100% certain. So Tyler Perez here on that Boots House Kawasaki, the 435 machine, trying to get it done up here in the top 10. I'm pretty sure he is a rookie this season with that triple digit. Can never be too sure in sim, but around the outside goes Caden Speck, your early leader. He's able to triple over this all the way down to the bottom of the hill, actually. And Ortiz trying to make some moves on Ben Nerona here, seeing if he can. We go to Jake Spieth right on the back of Hayden Stevenson. He's going to go around the outside here, see if he can get a run The outside's kind of too far out there for him. Tries to square him up, goes left, trying to double the way around him, same way as his teammate Tharp did, but cannot get the drive, so Stevenson is going to hold on here for P3. And then around the outside they go. You're going to keep an eye on live timing. You can see any changes for the lead here. Down the inside, Spieth middle rut for Stevenson. Stevenson able to hold on and get a decent drive up that Dragon's back there. See if Spieth has anything for him. They'll go up to Tharp. There's a bit of gap between him and Max Wilczek, your leader here. It's about 4.5 seconds here. So Wilczek trying to hold on, and he's actually extended his gap since Tharp got into P2. Stevenson still holding off Wilczek. Spieth having to cut the tough lucks there. Now Ben Arona is able to close in on him, his teammate there. Ben Arona just following the outside. Looks like that's really the only line, and he goes over the rut, tucks the front end. Down he goes. There's Keelan Ortiz by. Does anyone else get by? Here comes Caden Speck. He does get by before Ben Arona gets up. Can he get back on track before, looks like Cole Betts gets him, or Jerome Godot? Cannot, so Ben Arona able to hold on to P7, even though he was looking to make a move into P4 there. It's all kind of starting to space out here. We did have Max Wilczek run a 2:11.0 compared to Braden Tharp's 2:11.4. Everyone else running 2:16s or slower. These guys just ahead of everyone, 5 seconds quicker in the sand here at Southwick. Okay, that triple up the hill all the way down. Oh, gets a bad kick in the sand there. Might have caught the backside of that far inside rut. He could barely see it, but it kicked him wrong, and he didn't get a leg, so luckily, but now Keelan Ortiz is all over the back of him. But it does seem like it's kind of hard to pass here in the sand. There's all the lines that are not the preferred ones. They do seem to be a little rougher, or all the way out there. Ooh, like Spieth missing that one, and he does not get a good drive, so Ortiz all over the back of him now, seeing if he can make a move. Just follows him around the outside. It is smoother, but if you get the doubles like Tharp showed earlier in that middle rut, you can get a pass done. Down the inside goes Ortiz. Oh, almost took the line away, but could not. So Jake Spieth is able to hold on to P4 here. So Ortiz looking for a way around him. Let's actually go on board here, see what he's looking at. I should actually push up the FOV here. Sorry, it was on the FOV that I was playing at. My bad. There we go. Now it should look somewhat normal for you guys. Kind of misses that rut on the inside there. He's trying to try out all the opposite lines. Gets a decent run here down the inside. Has to follow him those through. Just watching Spieth's lines, trying to find a way around him here. We are only 9 minutes into this moto, so there's still plenty of time for him to make a move into third, and that, or sorry, fourth, and that would set him up kind of decently for the overall. But with the way that Wilczek and Tharp have been riding this season, it would probably be preferable to at least get a podium here and catch up Stevenson. So kind of a rough back end of the lap there for Ortiz. That allows Spieth to pull back out on him. So Stevenson still third, Tharp still second, and then Max Wilczek still leading. He's got about a 5-second gap between him and Tharp. Trying to be calm and collected here out front, trying to not make any mistakes and just hold on to it. Like I said, these guys 3 to 4 seconds quicker than anyone else on track. Right now, the next closest was actually Ben Arona, who ran a 14.7 compared to Wilczek's 11.2 and Tharp's 12.3. Somebody's on a two-stroke. I hear that thing in the background. I will keep an eye on live timing. Actually, it's Stevenson and Spieth. We'll go check on who's the two-stroke leader. We got these guys battling. Bold moves, two-stroke on the sand. Ooh, another catches that rut a little weird, and it just keeps on trying to kick him. Might have been the mistake that cost him lead early here, and it almost cost him a chance at P3, but he's going down the inside. Stevenson missed that middle rut, has to go all the way out the side, so Spieth is going to take the lead, or not the lead, sorry, third place, but Stevenson able to stay low there, trying to go around the outside now. He's kind of stuck out there. Can he get a good run? Might be a little even here, down, but Spieth able to cover the inside well, so into P3 goes Jake Spieth, and Stevenson moves down to P4, but he is not letting him go without a fight. He's staying right behind him. Kind of missed that inside right, had to go outside, lost some time there. So now he has to kind of worry about Caleb Ortiz right behind him. They're all kind of jumping off track there. I don't know if there's a timing gate or not, but we will wait and see. Looks like everything has died down, and unfortunately it looks like I don't see Sullivan, so it looks like he unfortunately could not make tonight, and that kind of sucks unless he just really buried in the pack. We'll go back, so we got Ortiz now, we got Nerona, Woods, Holt battling with Sean Hambrook. Around the outside goes Hambrook, seeing if he can get a run here on the District Designs number 13. Like he cannot. So there's Cole Betts that we were watching there, battling with Tom Quino, Dylan Delaire, Lucas Arigata, Andre Feitosa, and we got Tyler Blowers, Dylan Roper, right in that number 1 machine. Then we got Antonio Velati, Jerome Godot battling with Emmanuel Cepeda. Then we have Caden Speck all the way back here, Seth Devers, Tyler Valentine, Jack Mark. Then we got Logan Leitzel still way back here. Dan White as a privateer. Evan Lumi, don't know how to say that last name. Then we got Brett Powers. Tyler Perez, who's up there earlier. Trent Adams this week. Joey Bradstreet on Verb Moto. Steven Short on Boots House. I just saw Steven Cochran. Carter Cochran, my bad. Then we got Wyatt Grant all the way back here. Hate to see that. He is riding the number 9 machine. Don't know if that's his GP thing. Brandon Walters, Reed Young, and then Aaron Rockefeller on the 2-stroke here. Jackson's already disconnected, so we're going to go all the way back up to the front here and look at Max Wilczek. Braden Tharp. He's got about a 10-second gap on Tharp and then 25 to these guys, but Speed still under fire from Stevenson. And Ortiz not too far back from these guys. Cashwood's now moving up to 6th. So now we have to wait and see. If Spieth can hold off Stevenson. That tree is unfortunately right in the way of this camera. Hate to see it. Stevenson here. So I could see that you guys followed me, but it wasn't showing up on the alerts, so that kind of sucks, but oh well. Try to have it sorted later. We have Cashwoods and Ben Nerona here. Oh, Killian Ortiz goes down, and I think we also lost Stevenson also went down. If you're watching Cash Woods there, so they get by Ortiz into P4. Goes Cash Woods, getting a little squirrely there on the bumps. He's able to hold on. So up to P4, P4 goes Cash Woods. P5 for Stevenson, and Killian Ortiz more troubles. So he's going to get passed by Ben Nerona. Evan Holt here. Does Tom Quino get by him? He might. He does not, so Ortiz gets up in P8. Quino's going to be P9. We are just waiting to see if anything else unfolds for these guys. Oh, Cashwood's able to save it. By a lap Rockefeller here on that 2-stroke. So now Tharp is 21 seconds behind Wilczek, and Spieth is only 4 seconds behind Tharp now. So this could be a close battle between the teammates here. Looking kind of like last week, just roles reversed, as Spieth is the one chasing him down now. Or last round, sorry. But we'll check a huge gap ahead of everyone else here. Tharp definitely had a bad lap. Don't know if it was lappers or not, but he ran a 2:24.9, 10 seconds slower than what Wilczek ran this lap. Or sorry, 11 seconds slower. And this beast ran a 13.5. Cash Woods, see what he runs this lap. He runs an 11.9 halfway through this moto. And Holt got a little bit ways to go before he gets there. What about Hayden Stevenson? He runs a 25.1, obviously, with his crash. Looks like Wilczek has a mistake of his own. Don't know if it was lappers or not as we were looking back, but he's only 15 or 16 seconds ahead of Tharp now. Oh, Tharp getting a little squirrely. Can he hold on to it? Looks like he can. He's going to get a little bit of cuts there, though. Oh, and he kind of slides out. More mistakes for Tharp. And here comes Spieth. He's going to get through. But also getting stuck behind a lapper here, though. See if he can get by him. Oh, gets a weird kick like he has been all race. Tharp trying to go down the inside. See if he can make the pass back on his teammate here. He cannot. So Spieth is going to hold on for now for that P2 spot. Going around the outside. Oh! And Spieth was not going fast enough apparently for Tharp. And Tharp just runs right into the back of him. Does not get a legs but tips over. Now Tharp is P3. He's got about a 3-second gap between him and Spieth right now. And now they're lapping Tyler Perez, who was in the top 10 early on in this race. Unfortunately, he has the bad moto ever since and has fallen back to being lapped. Stevenson was down. Thought I saw that in live timing. But yeah, Stevenson went down, so now Cash Woods is up in a P4. Stevenson down to P5. Get a YouTube stream going. I was going to try, but also I don't know how my internet could handle a multi-stream. I could possibly next week try to the YouTube stream. See how it goes. Twitch has always been easier for me just lately, so I've been sticking with that. But yeah, if more people want it, I could try a YouTube stream on the channel that we posted. And Cash Woods is down again, so Stevenson is going to move into that P4 spot over him. And it looks like the battle between the teammates is still happening here between Spieth and Tharp. And Tharp is able to get the move done on him. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. YouTube's a little more complicated to operate on the streaming side. It's not hard by any means, but it's just a little bit more complicated. So Tharp moving back into P2 over his teammate. Seeing if he could hold on. They're both taking that inside line here. They are coming up on some lappers. See if Tharp can hold on to here while going around these lappers, trying to make some moves. Lapper kindly moves out of the way, and then we still got this cam with the damn tree in it. Oh, yeah. Oh, it doesn't really move out the way for Spieth, though. It kind of does. You guys are nose to tail. Oh, Spieth, a small mistake, takes out the lapper. Take care of that problem for him. But Spieth really trying to make a move again on his teammate to claw his way back into this championship fight. We are 4 rounds in, so we still got 7 rounds left to go. 14 more motos. Still a very good chance for Spieth if he could beat his teammate the rest of these motos. Oh, woo, hold on to her. Getting a little sideways left and right, almost swapping, but able to hold on to it, but does lose time. So now Tharp, a little bit of a gap. It's about 3 seconds to him now, trying to navigate these lappers. Looks like then 15. I think that's Wisdom. I could be wrong. Could be D Mills. I don't know who's a 15 anymore in these recent years. But now Spieth has to navigate through him as they are battling, so it will make it a little bit tougher for him. Thank you to the other two that I see followed. Unfortunately, my alerts are not working, but I will try to get that fixed for later dates. As Spieth is still getting squirrely here. Needs to hold on to it. But now Tharp has a decent sized gap. It's actually down to 16 seconds between him and Wilczek, who is out front. So he is slowly closing due to Wilczek's mistakes, whether it's with lappers or not. But we'll have to wait and see. We still got about 8 minutes left in this moto, plus 2 laps. See how close Tharp can get it if Wilczek keeps making these late race mistakes. Actually, surprise here in P5. It looks like we got Tom Quinault back, who's almost fallen outside the top 10, but is able to work his way back up into a top 5 spot after he was leading early in this moto. So a solid ride after a poor middle of the moto here for him. But Stevenson kind of getting swallowed by a bunch of guys here. He's got Evan Holt right behind him, and then Dylan Delaire just a little bit back as well. Ooh. Brett Powers almost cleaning them, but is able to hold off just in time. Kind of in the way of Dylan Delaire, but he hops out once he notices him. So Stevenson got a little bit of breathing room with battling with those lappers there. And then we got Quinault kind of close to Cash Woods here. It's only 2 seconds between those two. And then it is 40 seconds up to Spieth from Cash Woods. And then it is 4 seconds between these two, and then 17 actually up to Max Wilczek. Wait and see if any more battles can happen here. Spieth's almost going off the side of the track. Quinault trying to make one interesting here. Try to get all the way up to P4. Need some more points. Battling with Tyler Perez here in front of him. Oh, almost gets cross jump by him, but is able to get by. Oh, and it looks like I missed something on live timing. Braden Tharp did go down, so now Spieth is back into P2. And Tharp, more troubles here in these ruts. So your points leader down to P3 now. So that gives Wilczek a 5-point swing. I believe that brings it down to 20 points heading into Moto 2. And then Spieth, I remember how far back he was going into this moto. But that definitely does help him gaining those extra 2 points in the championship. Cashwoods and Tom Quinault battling for the P4 spot here. Tom Quinault trying to make a charge here. Like I said, he was almost out of the top 10 in the middle part of that moto and has worked his way up. Oh, and he kind of misses that middle right. Gets sent to the outside and kind of nice the front end. And almost goes down, but is able to save it. So that loses him a bunch of time. And now Stevenson can see him along with Dylan Delaire, who is trying to hunt down Stevenson after he made the move on Evan Holt there. We got Killer Ortiz just out a little bit back in P9. Cole Betts right behind him in P10. So we were waiting and watching. Oh, it looks like Delaire makes a small mistake, so Evan Holt able to get back ahead of him. Got to get past Tyler Perez, who's the lapper right there. And we wait and see if Dylan Delaire can mount back up a charge here. and try to make back those passes that he lost on Evan Holt, and then maybe catch up to Stevenson in these next 5 minutes and 2 laps. Quino lost a little bit of touch to Cashwood there, but he's going all the way around the outside, trying to look at new lines here that could work late in this moto and late in Moto 2 that he could maybe swap to. You got Stevenson actually able to see him now, like I said, and does have his sights set on him. Now we wait and see. Oh, Quino kind of getting a little squirrely there, trying to push. Don't know if he's still trying to go for Cashwoods. He does see him every now and then as he jumps over these hills. But we are waiting and watching. See if even a smake from either of them can happen, or if Stevenson can get even closer to these guys as the race is coming to an end. Oh, and Woods tries to scrub that. I don't know if he intentionally meant to, but he catches the front wheel, goes down. Stevenson clips him. Does he stay up? He does barely. So Quino is going to be able to get behind P4. Stevenson P5. Cashwood is going to fall into 6 with Dylan Delaire right behind him. Dylan Delaire gets a run. Looking down the inside. Can he get it done? Kind of misses that rut. Has to stick to following him. Down the inside he goes. Compared to the middle right for Woods. Does get a run. He's on the left-hand side. Oh, he clips the top block. Almost goes over the bars. Loses momentum. And cannot get the pass done. And Stevenson's still right in front of these guys. Oh, he is getting squirrely. Able to hold on to it there after swapping left and right. And it looks like did I see that correctly? Yes, Delaire goes down in that middle rut. Going over the little berm there. You hate to see it for him. But now Cashwoods has no threat behind him and just can focus on Stevenson, who, as we've been seeing, is making those tiny mistakes here and there and almost going down. But now it is up to Cashwoods to try and get something done, trying to make the move here on Stevenson. Look ahead a little. Tharp still P3, Jake Speed still P2. Wilczek still P1, 24 ahead, and he actually goes down right as we tune on to him. Tucks the front end, but he's got a huge gap. It was 25 seconds, so he's able to get up still ahead of these guys with about a 15-second lead. Oh, and he pirouettes, lands on the rear tire. A little freestyle action there. And we still got a gap. Everything is unfolding for these leaders with all these lappers in the sand. Oh my god. That hill is deadly for these leaders here. Going back the other way from that hill, over the berm went Wilczek. Spies does a pirouette 180 and just tire taps a downed bike. Able to stay up, and then Tharp almost gets crossed up by a lapper. And Quino able to hold on to it. It looks like he actually got passed by Woods, I believe, because I'm pretty sure he was in P4. So he must have went down this lap. Oh, and Tharp down again. I don't know if it was lapper related or not, but that basically secures a P2 for Jake Spies. Which across the line, so we got 3 laps left. For this 250 Moto 1 here at Southwick. Seeing if all these guys can hold on to the position. Seeing if Stevenson can move up. As Holt is trying to make a move here on Dylan Delaire on the left-hand side. Neither of them scrub it. Can he get it done? He's got the inside line here, but Dylan Delaire around the outside. Holt has to go outside here. Can he get a run? He's trying. It sets him up perfectly. Just a few corners being set up perfectly, but Delaire still able to make the outside work and hold on to that P7 spot over Holt. So, let's see here. So Wilczek has an 18-second gap over Spieth, 34 over Tharp, and a minute over P4 of Cash Woods. Looks like Tom Quino is also able to touch to Cash Woods here, so it is going to be maybe a P5 that could hold on for these next 3 laps. And then Hayden Stevenson still sitting 6th. 7th for Killian Ortiz. 8th for Ben Narona. 9th for Evan Holt. 10th for Dylan Delaire. 11th for Cole Betts. Battling with Dylan Roper, who's 12th. Sean Hambrook in 13th. Andre Feitosa in 14th. Caden Speck, 15th. 16th for Lucas Artigata. Antonio Velati in 17th. Trent Adams, 18th. 19th for Jack Mark. 20th for Emmanuel Speed. And 21st for Logan Lightsoul. You hate to see it for him. But he is back to racing in real life now, so you kind of expect that from Mr. Lightsoul. Never realized that was, oh my god, and down he goes. He is looking to throw this thing away. When he gets up, he will still have, I think, about 8-9 seconds over Jake Spieth. It does tend to be a little longer here in the sand just because you lose all your momentum compared to the guys on the other one. And it is 8 seconds and Spieth goes down. So never mind, that will go right back up to where it was. Third will not be close enough. None of these guys want to stay up and finish on the podium, apparently. So 2 laps to go here for your leader of Wilczek. And then Spieth P2 still in Tharp P3. See if all these guys can hold on. District Designs in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th here. Tom Quino not close enough to make anything happen now. About 20 seconds between him and Cash Woods for 4th. But he's got about 4 seconds between him and Hayden Stevenson for 5th and 6th. Trying to find some battles here. It's like Narona might be trying to get close to the layer here. Oh, the 2 strokes down. It's really the closest battle we got here on track. We have Ben Narona. Actually, Dylan Delaire's caught up to Evan Holt here. Somebody's sitting on the side of the track. Just wants this thing to be over with, but Delaire trying to make a move here on Evan Holt for P8. Seeing if he can get something done. Just keep on hitting the outsides here for him. Oh, kind of gets a little squirrely there in that middle rut. Almost goes down. Actually, it looks like we missed it. Tom Quino went down. So Stevenson is going to move up into P5 here. See if Delaire can still get something done as he's right on the back of Evan Holt. Still at the same line as him down here. Just around the outside, and it looks like we actually lost Cash Woods up here. Never mind, we lost Stevenson again. Oh, and down the inside goes Delaire. See if he can get something done. He cannot, so Holt is going to hold on to it. Does not get past Stevenson, though. Down the inside goes Delaire. Can get a run. He's ahead of him now. Can he hold on to it and take the line away? Yeah, he tried, and he does. He gets it done, so Delaire is going to move into P8 here with a lap and a half left to go here at the Wick. And now a decent-sized gap with Holt having to take the non-preferred line. Good. So tired it just... Oh, and Delaire gets kicked sideways. Does not get linked somehow. But he goes over the berm and somehow is able to stay in it. But as I was saying, I am early. For some reason, I decided to wake up at 5 in the morning whenever I didn't have to be at work till 8. So, you know, that's fun. So I am really tired. But hey, we'll strive through these next hour and a half of motos. Try to call some good action here. As long as they don't bore me to death with spaced out racing. And Stevenson dead. Everyone's dying late in the moto. I don't know what to expect. Ortiz goes by with Evan Holt. So Quino back to 5th, Ortiz 6th, Holt 7th, Dallaire 8th, Nerona 9th, with Stevenson getting up in P10. Oh, and he gets dragged by Nerona, just got too much of a run and goes down coming on to the final lap here. Oh, Dallaire trying to make a move. Oh, he cannot get it done, does not get the run. Kind of clips the top of it, but is able to still ride his way through it. Still get a little bit of a triple there. Around the far outside. Just humping the bike through the rollers there. Trying to get any traction. And actually we missed it because he was so far ahead, but Wilczek got the win here. And Spieth is looking to take P2 with Tharp, P3, Quino 4th, Holt 5th, Ortiz 6th with now Woods right behind him in 7th with Dallaire in 8th. So it is a battle for P5 here, and all 4 of them are right here all the way down to 9th. Oh! And Holt cuts under and cleans Ortiz, and actually cleans himself. Ortiz does not get a legs here, but he might lose a spot to Nerona. He does not. So Dallaire and Woods are now battling for P5. The other two basically cleaned each other out of this fight here. Now just taking the same lines. Oh, Dallaire goes down. You hate to see it. So he's going to lose P6 here to Killian Ortiz again. And it actually looks like Ben Nerona's going to take it away from Killian Ortiz. So Ortiz staying in 7th. Nerona going to move up to 6th. And Dallaire going to fall down to 8th. And then Evan Holt right behind him in 9th. These two have been battling all moto, but it's been Dallaire chasing down Holt. Seeing if they could get something done as we move back up, as Quino is struggling to get to the finish line here. But he looks like he's going to get it done. A minute 23 behind the leader of Wilczek to finish P4 there. And then Killian Ortiz trying to catch up as Woods is going to cross the line to 5th. Ortiz is going to get 6th. Dallaire looks like he's going to get 7th. 8th is going to be for Holt. 9th is going to be for Ben Nerona after he had a small mistake, but we weren't looking there for a little bit. And 10th is going to be Stevenson after being top 5 pretty much this whole moto. And it looks like Cole Betts might hold on. Yeah, he is going to hold on to P11 if he cruises through this final corner. P11 for Betts. P12 for Hambrook. P13 for Antonio Velati after a poor start, able to work his way up just as much as he can to a P13, a solid one at that. And then P14 for Dylan Roper. P15 for Andre Feitosa. 16th for Lucas Ayagata. 17th for Caden Speck. 18th for Jack Mark. 19th for Trent Adams. 20th for Emmanuel Cepeda. 21st for Tyler Blowers. And so on and so forth. It looks like Mr. Logan Leitzel has disconnected, unfortunately. You can see it for a guy that is kind of in the championship, not really, but he's up there. But what a first moto. A ton of wrecks in that moto. A bunch of battling, but yeah, just a ton of wrecks. And now we are on to the 450 class. Hopefully they can keep me awake for this next hour and a half. Please. I'm trying. Fortunately, my sleep schedule is all fucked up. But yeah, we are loading in now to 450 Moto 1. I should probably change the overlay up there. I want to test something. Let me emulate a thing. So there it shows up. I won't show up when you guys do. Alright. Who the fuck knows? Sure, we'll try you. Boo. Sorry if you guys are gonna hear this for a bit. I'm just trying to make sure this thing works. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Alright. We are hoping that works. I believe this is the Moto. I should have everyone's skins, or everyone that sent it to me. 450 Moto 1. Alright, cool. We're going madly. See if we can get a start here in the sand, as the gate is down here at Southwick. Frank Jackson tries to jump the gate. He's not going to go in. It looks like Seth Carter. It's a decent sized one. And it looks like Seth Carter is going to lead him into the first turn with Seabold, his teammate, right behind him. Alexis Claire running the wrong field bike, apparently running the old one. Kind of sucks, but So Seth Carr going to lead him through. Seabold P2, Bollinger P3 with Leclerc actually moving into P3. If it'll correct to him. Hello. Okay. But Carr is leading. Seabold P2. Bollinger is going to be P3 here. P4 for Tanner Rogers. P5 for Hunter Ash. P6 for Tyler Lang. P7 for Caden Panko. P8 for Blake O'Brien. Actually 8 for Willie Parker. 9th for Blake O'Brien. Yeah, pretty much, unfortunately. Carr is just, you hate to see it, but Seabold actually goes down, so he's going to fall down the order here. Looks like he's going to remount about 10th place. Oh, Bodie Parker taking someone down there. Oh, and Bodie Parker gets squirrely, takes down Seabold and himself. Everyone going by now. Saw Sonny Spicer in the mix there. But it's still Seth Carr in the lead, but it's actually Dylan Bollinger in P2 now. And then Tanner Rogers is going to be P3 with Lang 4, 5th for Ash, 6th for Joey Carter, 7th for Hubbard. Carter sent me new fill skins. I guess the riders didn't get the memo. Alrighty. Still Bollinger pulling in P2. I mean, as far as everyone else is concerned, this is your leader because Carr is just going to walk away with this thing if it's like any of the past couple rounds. So Rogers still in P3 battling with Tyler Lang. Lang trying to go around the outside, see if he can get something done here. He's trying. Rogers down the inside. He does get a run. He's going to take that P3 spot over Rogers. Now Hunter Ash is trying to get something done as well. Time to see if he can. Oh, gets a little squirrely, kind of clips the top of that, goes down. So Joey Carter's going to go by if he could avoid him. And it looks like there was Jacob Hubbard going by, Blake O'Brien, Caden Kopke, and Frank Jackson at the gate early. Along with Caleb Hall getting right behind him. Oh, gets a little bad of a kicker. So Hunter Ash is able to hold on. Oh, and Caleb Hall goes down with whoever that is. Cannot find him, so we're just going to move our way on through. Sunny Spicer goes down with those two. You see Shirley for once. Always having bad starts in outdoors. Had it figured out for those 2 rounds of SX and lost it ever since. Let's see Jeff Cooper here in 15th, 14th for Kopke. We finally see Matherly, your second place in points, up to P13. P12 for Jeremy Siebold, P11 for Buddy Parker, 10th for Sam Lancelotti, 9th for Hunter Ash, 8th for Rogers, 7th for Jackson, 6th for O'Brien, 5th for Hubbard, 4th for Joey Carter. And then Lang and Dylan Bollinger battling for P2 here. Lang right now running P3, Bollinger P2, and actually it has just got swapped because he went down once again. And Carr is your leader all the way out front. Oh man. I said not to make it a snooze fest car, but you went and did it. You went and did it. Lang trying to run him down, see if in the sand they're any quicker or about even. Bollinger still P3. Joey Carter P4. Carr did run a slower lap time than the fastest 250 rider, so there is that, but could have just been a bad lap for him that he was chilling on. And then Hubbard in P5, Blake O'Brien P6, Frank Jackson P7, Hunter Ash P8, 9th for Madley. See what he can do moving through the pack here. You kind of hope he gets to move up there as quick as possible, so that this championship cannot be even more stretched out than it already is. Oh, and Bodie Parker goes down out of P10, so everyone is going by. He's dropping down to 15th, 16th. Looks like he's going to be about 17th or 18th. There's Tanner Rogers getting collected with Siebold. Once again, a bad start for Siebold, or a bad few couple laps here. Everybody colliding into him. Is that the 17 of... Nope, that's the 77 of Kyle Boardman, or the 177. And there is Leclerc with even more people down. Everyone is dying here in the 450 class. Go back up front is still Bollinger actually getting back into that P2 spot. Joey Carter getting P3. Lang went down, so he is now back in P4. P5 for Blake O'Brien, 6th for Frank Jackson, 7th for Matherly now. Frank Jackson had the fastest lap out of all the front runners. See what Seth Carr can run here. And he runs a 2:07.9 already. Well, yeah, it is over. In the span of 2 laps, he has pulled 14 seconds on the rest of the field. And these guys aren't running slow either. That's a 2:11.4 for Bollinger. That is quicker than pretty much all the 250s except for Wilczek, who ran that 1 or 2 laps quicker than that. That was it. Lang got by Carter, and now he has some fire from Frank Jackson here. See what the noise cutting out there a little bit. I messed with something. Around the outside goes Frank Jackson, trying to actually has a pretty decent start here, all things considered. Whenever we saw him hit the gate there, I guess it kind of helped him with all the carnage. He just kind of cut under it all and was able to scoot on through. Another thing with that YouTube versus Twitch thing is right now I'm able to make tiny bits of money off of Twitch, where on YouTube, if I would go to stream to it, I would make nothing, which it'd still be a long while before I could take it. The thing is, Lang is down right there, so Jackson able to get by. No, if I bored enough, I go to YouTube. I probably get more exposure over there, but I have fun right now as Joey Carter's back into P3. And Frank Jackson trying to get by and following his lines around the outside. Lane going inside, cannot get anything going there. Oh, and it messes up for the rest of these turning rollers. Down inside goes Jackson, can't get a run there either. See what he can do. Oh, and Carter closes off the line there. And back-to-back 207s for Mr. Seth Carr. You fast man. Oh, never mind. That was 2:15. Looking at last laps. But Frank Jackson trying to make a move down the inside, see if he can get anything done. Carter cannot close him off. Actually misses the rut that he was going for. So now Frank Jackson is up into P3. Carter down to 4th and Lang in P5. Natalie up to 6th right behind him with Blake O'Brien down to 7th. It looks like Lang got by Joey Carter after he made a mistake coming up to the triple. Sorry, the finish. So now Cade Madley has a chance to go and get him. Oh, more mistakes for Joey Carter. Around the outside goes Madley and is able to move into P5 now. So just mistake after mistake for Carter there. And actually it looks like same thing for Jackson. So everyone's able to get by Lang, Madley, and Carter. So he's down to 6th, Lang up to 3rd, Madley 4th, and Carter up to 5th now. But Bollinger's still holding strong here in that P2 spot. You'd love to see it out of him. I personally haven't heard much about him. I'm guessing he's a rookie because he does have triple digits. But he's fast because he's allowed to ride the 450 class. So, props to him. Hopefully get a good number for next year. And have some more good results like this and even finish up here. Carter still applying the pressure to Madley, with Jackson just lurking in the background. And Seth Carr ran a 2:08.1 this lap. And let's see what Lang is going to run. He was actually up to P2 now. Bollinger falls to P3. Don't know if it was outright pace or a crash. It might have been a crash from Bollinger. Wait and see, a 2:08.9 for Lang, a 2:15.2 for Bollinger, so it was a crash. 2:09.6 for Madley. Everyone else 2:12s or slower. Oh, and Carter slides out, goes down, so Jackson is able to get by. One of them Southwick locals, yeah. Oh my God, Shirley. Trying to make a move around Carter, ends up getting pushed off. Oh, and then he rejoins. Gets in the back of Hunter Ash. This is just not the season for Seth Shirley. Had a few good Supercross rounds, comes to outdoors, expected to be a title favorite, and unfortunately just cannot get the starts together. And then he has stuff like that happen to him constantly, so he just cannot hold on to any good finishes here at any of the rounds. So Bollinger up here in 3rd still, trying to get it done. But Madley is hunting him down, trying to get into P3 to limit the damage between him and Carr. I will go on board with Madley, see how he runs around the track. We'll keep an eye on my timing, see if anything interesting happens, but we'll see how he navigates this track. We're trying to catch up to Dylan Bollinger and Tyler Lang. Oh, and a mistake from Bollinger, so Madley able to get by him. I believe these two are teammates. So, not really too much of a surprise to see them not really battling each other. But also, kind of see it for Bollinger from being up there. Just he passed this first half of the moto, actually. That went by quickly. Oh, and Lang getting a little squirrely up here in P2. So he's losing touch after gaining about a half second on Seth Carr last lap. He lost it right back there. And I still don't see Leclerc. Time to go back and find him. He is all the way down in non-existent. He's in Narnia. I'm going to guess a DC from the man. Yes, it is a disconnect from Alexis Leclerc, your third in points. Fortunately, does not like this track here at Southwick. And car basically quadding there. Slang trying to hold off Madley here for P2. But Jackson kind of lurking. Bollinger now down to P5. Might be starting to lose it here in this latter half of the Moto. It's honestly not too big of a lead, as he did gain 14 seconds in 2 laps, and the next 5 laps or 4 laps he's only gained 6 seconds on him since then. So I mean there is that, but it's still crazy that we're comparing that he's only gained 6 seconds in 4 laps as a bad race for him. But after the dominating performances he showed all season, kind of expected it, as he's been winning by a minute in almost every moto so far that he's gotten an early lead. Except for, I believe it was Thunder Valley, where he got in the lead at 20 minutes and still won by a minute. Is Colgress or Austin Bear, whoever that is, hopping off the track. Colgress, I believe. But Madley not too far back. Actually, Bollinger moved back in to P4 after a mistake from Frank Jackson here. And then, oh, Bollinger down. You hate to see it. So he is back down into P7 now as Hunter Ash and Jacob Hubbard go by. Don't know what's going on with Phil Skins, but hopefully by next week they'll all have switched over to it, the new ones. Oh, and Cobble gets by with Shirley. It is just falling apart for Dylan Bollinger here. So here comes Jeff Cooper as well. And, wow. Alright, Seth Carr. On live timing, this lap, Seth Carr has set a 2:06.7. That is 2 seconds quicker than anyone else's fastest lap. And we're halfway through a moto. Over halfway. But Bollinger now down to P9. Jeff Cooper right behind him with Blake O'Brien. See what Jeff Cooper do. Like I said, he did. I believe it was him that moved into P10 in points. Him or his teammate Bodie Parker. Bodie Parker down in 13th. Looks like Madley had a mistake either with lappers or by himself. Oh my god. Or by himself. Maybe not, but he is 10 seconds behind Lang now, or 12 seconds to be exact. Frank Jackson is 10 seconds behind him. And then Hubbard 5 seconds behind him. 7 seconds to Cobble. And then 3 seconds to Shirley here. So unfortunately, no big battles besides Hunter Ash and Jeff Cooper here. As Bollinger falls down to 12th now. Cooper trying to make some moves up into P8. Set himself up for a decent overall finish here. Heading into Moto number 2. Who was that? It was just a lapper. And Bollinger is falling further down the order as he is now down to outside of the top 15 here. Looks like he's down in 17th place. So you hate to see it, but after that 15-minute mark, it's kind of unfolded here for Dylan Bollinger. Oh, and then Castellaneta trying to get a move here on Blake O'Brien, trying to go around the outside, cannot get it done. So O'Brien gonna hold on to that P12 spot. Bodie Parker in front of him with Caleb Paul in P10. Jeff Cooper moved, actually still in P9. Hunter Ash has pulled away on him in P8. P7 for Cowell, right behind Seth Shirley is up to P6. Jacob Hubbard P5. Fourth for Jackson. Third for Madley. Second for Lang. And first for Seth Carr. It is Shirley actually got passed by Cobble. Sorry, not really paying attention there. Just kind of realized it just now. But now Shirley trying to get back by him here. There's a bit of gap up to Hubbard after that. Oh, and Cobble goes down. Almost takes Shirley with him, but does not. See if Hunter Ash can get there in time. Oh, and he clips him, and they both go down again. So free spots for Jeff Cooper. Good thing his spotter called that out for him, and he's able to go down that middle rut, and he's able to get 2 spots up to P7 now for Jeff Cooper. And Shirley up to 6 still. Oh, and down he goes, gets kicked sideways. Same one that Spieth got kicked on in the 250 class and goes down. Does he get up ahead of Jeff Cooper? I believe he does have enough time. Here comes Jeff Cooper. If he gets a run, he can get it done. Oh, he kind of gets kicked sideways like Shirley, but can save it. Trying to go around that side. Shirley closes it off, and Cooper checks up to not run into the back of him. So it is P7 still for Cooper, but he's trying to make a move on Shirley as he's right behind him now. I'm sure he has a lot of confidence with all these good results for Cooper, but it would be even more of a confidence boost to pass guy with a few Supercross wins and a 250 title in the game. And he makes a mistake there, unfortunately. Probably a little too excited to battle him. And so Caleb Hall is right behind him in P8. P9 for Hunter Ash. P10 for Blake O'Brien. 11th for Castellaneta battling with Race Cobble. And Joey Carter, who we saw up there early as well. Oh, a minefield up here with Blake O'Brien and the lapper is going to allow Ash Deering by. So Buddy Parker is up here, trying to make a move on Joey Carter, trying to go around the outside. Can he get a run? He might have one down the inside. Just takes the line away. And into P12 goes Bodie Parker here. Oh, and he blocks the inside. Kind of a little squirrely there, trying to block it, but is able to hold on to it. So now Joey Carter trying to find another way around him. Oh, when he does not get enough jump or enough lift off that single, kind of clips the tire and goes down, gets the legs off and everything. And then Blake O'Brien down with a lapper again, that same lapper, I believe. So Buddy Parker back by. Is that Joey Carter? It was. So now Ash Deering is next up for him on that BPC Kawasaki. With Race Cobble up ahead of him in P11th. Like I said, 10th for Castellaneta, 9th for Hunter Ash. Good for him on that 423 Zin machine. We got Jeff Cooper on that Yogi Kawasaki battling with Caleb Hall for P7. And then Shirley a little bit up the ways up in P6. But it looks like this is our closest battle on track between Caleb Hall, Jeff Cooper, and then actually Hunter Ash right behind him a couple seconds. But actually, it's Castellaneta and Race Cobble. Keep an eye on the other ones. Ooh, almost gets into that Nexus rider. Don't know who that is. 331, I believe. I don't exactly know him. But Race Cobble trying to find a way around Castellaneta on that Fields Triumph. With Race Cobble on that EVP. Kawasaki gets kicked weird left, right, over, sideways, just does a barrel, like dies basically over that hill. So Ash Deering is going to get by Hunter Ash, and he's going to get up right behind those two. So he falls down to P12, but ahead of him, Jeff Cooper actually went down. So Castellaneta gets by. Go back and find it, still Steph Carr leading, running 207s. Lang P2, then we have Madley P3, Jackson P4, Hubbard P5, Shirley P6, 7th Hall, 8th Castellaneta, 9th Cooper, and 10th Ash Deering with Race Cobble and Hunter Ash right behind him. Oh, makes a mistake, and he takes Race Cobble with him. Cobble just mistake after mistake. Not all of them are his. He just gets collected with other people's mistakes and ends up going down. There's an even more spots. Looks like Seth Shirley still in P6. Thought he moved up a couple spots, but I remembered he was still in P6 before we left him. And then Seth Carr just 30 seconds ahead of the English hard. 30 seconds ahead of the field. I mean, it's just, this is Payson Johnson level riding here. Like, it's just crazy. Like, being that much faster and just consistently that much quicker. It's unfathomable for you guys, and I'm just impressed to get to watch it. He ran his fastest lap of the race right there with 4 minutes left in this race. You know what? We'll watch on board with how he navigates this track, and I'll keep an eye on that timing as he's about to lap Bodie Parker ahead of him. Oh, and down he goes. Luckily for him, he has a 40-second lead, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, there goes home. So it's still the same running order. Carr leading, Lang P2, Madley P3, Jackson P4, P5 for Hubbard. He's actually down, so there goes Shirley into P4. Oh, and is that someone else? Nope. So Shirley P4, P5, P6 for Hubbard, 7th for Castellaneta, 8th for Hall, 9th for Ash, 10th for Deering, 11th for Cooper, who is down. So Noah Bennett is going to get by for 11th. Bollinger is going to get by for 12th. 13th is going to be Cooper. 14th is Bodie Parker, who is a lap down at this point. And then 15th Kopke, 16th Carter, actually scratch that. 15th Carter, nope. 16th Carter, Cooper 15th, Boardman 17th, 18th for Siebold, 19th for Cobble, 20th for Holm, and 21st for Mr. Blake O'Brien. Going Shirley and Castellaneta here, battling for that P5 spot. kind of following each other's lines here. Castellaneta trying to size something up, or just maybe apply pressure to get him to have a mistake. Oh, looks like Castellaneta has a mistake of his own there, and allows Caleb Hall to catch up to him. So there's a three-way battle here for 5th. All going down the inside. Oh, and Caleb Hall gets passed on P6. It's going to be the best finish of the season here for Caleb Hall. And surely not too far ahead of him. Ooh. Little Steve's there. Little Steve's action. So Seth Shirley. Oh no, my phone. Oops. Phone just fell off the damn desk. Alright. I'm going to say Shirley holding on to 5th here. Like I said, Hall trying to get his best finish of the season. Or best moto finish. Probably even better than a Supercross finish. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. Done a stats guy in this chat, I do believe. He'd be able to check on that for me. Castaneda still 7th, Hubbard 8th, Deering 9th, Bendis 10th, with Bollinger in 11th, trying to get back into a top 10 finish after being top 3 for most of this moto, as we are on 2 laps to go. Woo! Ash Deering makes a small mistake, so Bollinger gets by along with Hunter Ash, so Bollinger is going to get into that P10 spot, but Bendis not too far ahead of him, so he has a chance at a P9 here. Is TK11 pointed. This is a Southwick local ride here. I don't know personally if he's a Southwick local, but he's having that type of ride. Get what you mean if you point it out like that. Oh, and then, oh my god. And he's down. Well, now he's back behind Hunter Ash, who is in 12th, and he's about to get lapped by Seth Carr here. Carr trying to get around him. Goes Monroe gets it done, so he is now lapped up to P12, looking to lap up to P11. Gets it done with these, so up to P11 he is lapped. Now Ash Deering would be P10 that he'd lap up to, but he's battling with Noah Bendis. Down the inside, can he get the job done? Go around the outside now. Gets a run down the inside. Bendis trying to block it off. He just backs out. Ooh, kind of forces him off track. So Deering going to go into P9. Bendis is going to be P10. And here comes Seth Carr coming to lap these guys. And he's going to jump right on by him. Go that extra little hump there. Kind of saw it before the camera switched. And then now he's trying to lap Ash Deering. So these guys only have one more lap as well instead of 2. So that is now up to P9 that he is lapped. I don't think he'd get up to Hubbard, but you never know. It is last lap for these guys. Oh. Yep, that was Carr. So Carr died after running a 2:04.7. Are you kidding me? That is 4 seconds quicker than anyone else's fastest lap, and it was on the second to last lap of the race. I don't know. So it is Seth Carr leading. He has a 40-second gap over the field, even after that legs off crash that sent him flipping down the hill over T. Lang. And then Madley is going to be P3. Actually, it's only 30 seconds. My bad. Had time update. Madley P3. Frank Jackson P4. He's actually pretty close to him, so this could be a battle for P3 on the final lap here. We will wait and see between these two. There's a lapper in between them. Keep an eye on where he's on track so I could call him out winning them like I did with Wilczek. I will keep an eye on live timing, but I will watch him. Just keep on looking back and forth between these two. Oh, and Lang goes down with Joey Carter and Adam Holm. Madly, can he get him? He's going to be right there. Don't know if he can make it. Oh, he's cutting a little bit of tough blocks there. But he's not able to get him straight up. But he's going to be right there towards the finish. Keeping an eye on your leader for when he crosses the line. Oh, Lang makes a mistake. So Madley's going to move into P2 down the inside. That's more points for him to not lose. And it looks like he might be able to hold on with it here. But as we head back up front real quickly heading into this, your winner for Moto win at Southwick is going to be the number 6 car. He's going to actually pull over, so I'm not going to watch him. So I'm going to watch this battle real quick. I'm going to let some guys by. Nope, Sonny Spicer might not want to finish, but he's going to win Moto 1 at Southwick. And Madley is trying to hold on here over Lang. Jackson goes down, so he's out of this fight. But Lang trying to put on a charge here at the end of this Moto to gain back that P2 that he's been holding on to the whole time. Madley, small mistake off the track. Can he hold on to it? Lang, does he get the run here? He kind of does. So he's right on his rear tire. Cuts can't come into effect here. You saw those cuts he got trying to make a pass early for Madley. Does he follow him through here? He does. They all hit that inside or that middle red. Oh, he kind of gets kicked weird. Cannot get a good run. We'll see what happens around this final corner. They go around the outside. Do they both hold it steady? They do. Madley crosses the line a little squirrely. Lang is going to cross the line. And then Jackson, we'll see what he can do. He's going to hold on to P4 over his... Okay, never mind. It wasn't that close. My bad. Well, and I am actually looking at cuts, and Lang does indeed get him by a second and a half over Madley. Don't know how many cuts he has, but it's going to be Carr P1, Lang P2, Madley P3, Jackson P4. Looks like Shirley is going to get up to P5 here. So, a kind of boring moto with a great ending there. Lapping up to P11 was Seth Carr, and he set a 2:04.7. But here comes Shirley to finish P5. And it looks like Hubbard is trying to hold on to P6 over Caleb Hall. It looks like he might. Around the final corner, he gets a run, and he's going to get P6 across the line. P7 for Hall, no cuts between those two. 8th, looks like it's going to go to Castellaneta. And then it's going to be 9th for Ash Cheering, 10th for Noah Bendis if these two can hold on. 11th for Dylan Blowinger, 12th for Jeff Cooper, 13th Hunter Ash, 14th Jeremy Seabolt, 15th Kyle Boardman, 16th Caden Kopke, 17th Bodie Parker, 18th Joey Carter, 19th Reno Brennan, 20th Adam Holm, and 21st is Devin Ryan. And it looks like everyone has pretty much finished except the 28th place man, who is coming around the finish now. But that was your 450 Moto number 2. Hey, would you look at that? I finished at Eau Claire. So apparently that's why we couldn't see him at the start. His timing gate did not count through the whole shot line, so he just disconnected. You hate to see that for your guy who is third in points coming into the night. But yeah, hit Leclerc's timing, it did not count through the whole shot, so unfortunately, and it looks like he didn't realize till a couple laps into it, so he disconnected. And just unfortunate circumstances for you guys third in points who came into this round 47 back, and now you add another 25 to that, and he's going to fall even down to 4th, I believe, maybe even 5th in points, but he's going to be 72 points back after this one moto. A guy who was 4 points down heading into round 2 or round 3. And just 3 motos later, he is 72. I'm sorry, five motos later, not 3. 5 motos later, he's 72. Span of 5 motos, he has lost 68 points to car in 5 motos. Alrighty. Time for the final 250 moto of the season. A little more awake now after that final lap. And then, you know, any of you guys that, this is also for the guys that come back and watch it on Twitch. I do post these on the Moto Boys Recap channel every Thursday morning. So if you would rather watch it on YouTube, you could do it there. But we're going to look on Dylan Delaire here. I should be looking on Tharp, but I'm kind of lazy to find him. See what he could do. Tharp does get a good jump. So does Ben Arona. Okay, if my thing would move forward. Tharp is going to lead him in the first turn. Spieth was also there, but ends up going down. It's going to be Jack Mark right behind him. So Tharp, once again, leading him through the whole shot. A little squirrely. So Jack Mark is going to go to lead. Tom Quinault trying to follow him, and it looks like he does. So Quinault into P2 gets a little squirrely. Has to kind of cut the bails there, but he's going to hold on to it. So Quinault P2, Tharp going around the outside, actually moving back into P2. Looks like Wilczek's right behind him in P4. Wilczek trying to get a 1-1 sweep here at Southwick. But it is Jack Mark leading over Braden Tharp. Then we have Max Wilczek P3. Logan Leitzel actually P4 here after a horrible Moto 1. So a good start for him, seeing if he could hold on to these guys. Oh, Wilczek a little squirrely, but he's down the inside, able to get a run on Tharp. So Tharp might have had a small mistake. And Leitzel trying to get both of them, cannot get it done. Tharp gets a better landing. He's going to go back around the outside, see if he could hold it around the outside, hold it pin, get a good slingshot. He cannot, so Wilczek is able to get by. Lights trying to go around the outside, cannot get it done on Tharp. He has to cut back and forth, going around the outside here. Cannot get it done once again. So now Wilczek P2, Tharp P3, and then Logan Leitzel is P4. And Tom Quinault P5 with Keelan Ortiz in P6. Now we see how this battle will brew, with Jack Mark leading the way for these guys, trying to lead lap 1. Does have the #1 machine on there. I don't know if that is his bike or someone else's, but Wilczek hunting him down. He's right behind him now. We will wait and see if he can hold on. And he will hold on to lead the first lap of Moto 2 here at Southwick for the 250 class. Wilczek P2, Tharp 3, Leitzel 4th, Quinault 5th, and then it's a little bit of gap to Quinault. So it is a fight here between the top 4 for P1 here. See, Leitzel kind of gets the best view of this, not in the middle of the battle, and he's able to get a good run. He's trying to go around the outside. If Tharp stays lower,
gets the job done into P3, and it looks like Wilczek trying to make the move into P1, but Leitzel is going to be there solid. He's going to go look down the inside, checks up. Wilczek checks the inside line, so does Leitzel, and he actually gets the pass done without me even noticing. He gets past Jack Mark. Oh my god, and Jack Mark absolutely cleans Leitzel. You hate to see it, and we actually lost Braden Tharp there for a little bit. He went down himself. You see all these guys getting going again. Mark, Leitzel, Tharp, and then Leitzel gets up behind Feitosa, but just ahead of Seth Devers, and it looks like that is Keelan Ortiz right down in front of him. So Leitzel trying to make some more moves. He's got to get around Seth Devers on that Minecraft bike. Hell yeah, you love to see it. And then we got Andre Feitosa on Devisland Honda trying to hold off the 2022 champ. Leitzel trying to rear around the outside. Cannot really get anything done. We're going to look forward. Tharp trying to get a move done on Jack Mark. I don't know if they're actually teammates or if he's just running his bike or not. But they also got Tyler Perez, another good start for him. Had a good start last moto, unfortunately faded. Oh, Dylan Roper goes down. So both Dylan Roper and Jack Mark are running the same #1 bike. That is going to be confusing. I wish they would change, but you know, can't control people. But it is Tom Quinault P2 now over Wilczek leading, and then Wilczek is actually down. Does Quinault get to him in time? It looks like he does, so Quinault's going to take the lead. Jack Mark is going to move into P2. Tharp is not close enough for it yet. So your new leader is Tom Quinault, just like Moto 1. He's leading here early, see if he can hold on to it this time and not fall back outside of the top 10 and have to work his way back forward. But Jack Mark right behind him trying to make some moves here. He's going to step over that. Can he stay lower? Doesn't look like he can. So Quinault still holding on to the lead, has the tiniest bit of gap here, and he has a decent sized gap over Wilczek, who is the real threat. No offense to Jack Mark, but Wilczek being one of those guys that are just have insane speed this season. He is trying to put a move forward on these guys. Ooh, almost goes over the bars. You kind of see in the background he's leaning full back. Oh, and Jack Mark, I think he tucked the front end, went down, so Tharp having to cut under. Everyone having to cut under there. But Wilczek gets by. Tharp gets by. Feitosa is not close enough to get by him yet. And it looks like we have lost Leitzel down into P12. Perez kind of gets shoved there by Sean Hambrook. Hambrook is able to get by into P7, so Perez has to settle for P8. Ortiz getting... Oh, and Roper down the inside actually gets it done. So Roper is going to move into P9. Ortiz is going to fall back to P10. And then Lucas Arriagada is in P11 right behind these guys. The Michael Harrop lookalike with the 107. Not the bike, not the gear, but just the number. Trying to get it done here in P11. Oh, kind of messes up that rut. Fortunately, so Leitzel trying to get a run. Does not get a good one out of that inside rut. Kind of bogged out of it, unfortunately. So we are looking back ahead at this battle. It's got Perez, Dylan Roper, Dylan Delaire has got Keelan Ortiz at the back of it with Lucas Arriagada. 5 riders here. Tyler Perez trying to move forward. It looks like Dylan Roper might be holding up Ortiz a little bit. Does Ortiz try to make a quick move, or does he just settle in? He does have 23 minutes left of this moto to try to move forward. Looks like he is struggling. He's kind of getting held up, like I said, so he's trying to find a way around him. Roper actually trying to get away around Perez. I don't know if he can get it done. We're going to look up ahead a little bit. It's Hambrook and Feitosa battling with Dylan Delaire. So there's groups of 3 here. Then you got Jack Mark. Then you got Wilczek has actually followed in the third. Tharp up to P2, and Quinault still leading here. But Tharp ran 2 seconds quicker than Quinault last lap. So we go back to these battles. Feitosa and Hambrook, they have lost Delaire. Delaire went down, so Perez, Roper get by him. So Delaire has fallen down to P9 here. But Roper trying to make a move around Perez, cannot get it done. And actually, I'm looking at the live timing. I don't want to miss this real quick, but the live timing shows Quinault went down to P3. So Tharp P1, Wilczek P2. It's because about Delaire kind of cases a little bit at the top of that. So they stay lower on the left-hand side. Oh, Perez can only double and gets the job done. So he's going to move Roper to 7th, Delaire 8th, and Perez in 9th. But we go back up to the front. It is Braden Tharp, who is your new leader now. Just 8 minutes into this moto. So Tharp now leading over Max Wilczek. Tom Quinault down into P3 with Jack Mark, P4, Hambrook P5, Fatosa 6, Roper 7th. And actually it looks like Tom Quinault went down once again, so it moved Jack Mark up and Sean Hambrook. Fatosa able to get by as well, so Tom Quinault down into P6. Those mistakes, those early mistakes costing him once again here at Southwick, same as Moto 1. And same as we've really seen all year for every race that he's done. He's been up front and has good pace, but unfortunately those mid-race mistakes kind of cost him a good chance at a good podium or even a good chance at a win. So Sean Hambrook able to hold on. I think he's Irish, don't quote me on it, but holding on here in P4. Does have a bit of a lag between these guys. I have seen a couple protests on him about that. Nothing he could really do about it, being from a different country, if he is the right person I'm thinking about. But it is still Tharp leading. He has a 5-6 second gap over Max Wilczek, with Jack Mark sitting in 3rd. But Wilczek sits fastest lap of the race with a 2:10.3. I don't know if that was, I think that was his fastest between the two motos today. So as we go through the pack trying to find some more battles, it is still Quinault and Fatosa. Quinault trying to make a move here into P4. Goes around the outside. Can he get a run down this straightaway? He's looking down the inside. He's able to almost triple their kind of cases, but has to back out. Only double up the hill, has to double back down. Loses some time, and now Dylan Delaire is trying to get him under fire. And oh, down the inside he goes. He is able to make the move done into P6 for Dylan Delaire over Tom Quinault. Alrighty. And we have Tyler Perez still sitting P9. Oh, right as I turned him, he goes over the rut. It allows Cole Betts and Dylan Roper by, and here comes Killian Ortiz trying to move into 11th on him. See if he can make the move. It does not look like he can. He has to settle in to follow the rut there. As we are on Cole Betts, who is up to 9th. Evan Holt. Ooh, Cole Betts makes a mistake, so allows Dylan Roper to get by him. Now Dylan Roper up into P9, Betts down to 10th, Evan Holt 8th, 7th for Quinault, 6th for Delaire, battling with Fatosa, looking down the inside, cannot get it done, so he's trying to move into P5 here, looking down the inside once again. Fatosa kind of checks up, kind of looked like he gave it to him, but he also could have been struggling to get in that rut, so up into P5 goes Dylan Delaire, Fatosa P6, and Quinault P7, ooh, holding on to her barely over that little single. Down inside he goes. Probably not the best line there, but is able to keep a decent pace through it. And I'm going to go back to the front, actually, as Wilczek is closing on Braden Tharp. Braden Tharp had to avoid a lapper there, but it is down to 1 second here with Tharp's 2:15 last lap and Wilczek's 2:10.4. So you can see Wilczek in the background in that all red gear on the Yamaha. Trying to chase him down. He's right behind him. Down the inside he goes. He's able to make the pass into the lead. Goes Wilczek. Just like that at the 12-minute mark. Wilczek into the lead over Braden Tharp. He's trying to make a 1-1 day happen here. And claw back some much-needed points. And Tharp, I don't know if he has anything to respond after that. He might just be struggling to find flow here with the non-eroded track after been riding one for the past hour or so by trying to do warm-up as well, probably in the 450 class. Never know. One small mistake, and Wilczek can hand it right back over here. Oh, just like that from Tharp. Tharp makes a small mistake, so Wilczek able to pull even more of a breathing room. Oh, and Tharp goes down. He tucks the front end, kind of misses the rut, and down he goes. Does Jack Mark get close enough to make the move? Does not look like he can, so Tharp is going to hold on to P2. Jack Mark is going to sit P3, but he might get the run here up the hill. He does not. So Tharp is indeed going to hold on to P2 here, but Jack Mark right behind him. See if he tries to make something happen. Down the inside, gets the run, is able to make the move, does not close the door. Oh, and Tharp does, and he cleans him. And so Jack Mark goes down. Tharp does not get legs. And it's going to allow Sean Hambrook to get into P3 now on that Club MX bike. Does not have his skins, though. And Dylan Delaire down the inside of Jack Mark is able to move into P4. So Mark, just like that, moved into P5. Oh! And Tharp was down on the backside, and Jack Mark hits him a bit of karma. A bit of a comeback there. And Tharp down in P5. Did not lose any more spots, but he has his teammate of Evan Holt right behind him on the 13 machine. So Tharp has gone from bad to worse. He kind of had a running there with Jack Mark and then went down by himself. And unfortunately, Jack Mark ran back into him and brought him down once again to get a double legs. So down into P5 he goes. And it is Dylan Delaire actually into P2. Hambrook went down, so Jack Mark is down to P3. Hambrook in P4 with Tharp right behind him. Might get a run here. Move into P4, goes down that middle right, takes the line from him. Into P4 goes Braden Tharp, and then he tucks the front end once again. Another crash for Braden Tharp. Down he goes. He's going to lose even more spots. Actually, he might only fall down to 6th here. He does have a big enough gap. He might lose another one to Dylan Roper as he loops out, almost loops out fully there. Loses a spot to Dylan Roper, and then a lapper right in the number 7 machine on a 250. So down into P7 goes Tharp with Cole Betts right behind him. Then you got Ben Nerona and Tom Cano. Tom Cano jumping over Ben Nerona. Oh, and Nerona getting a little squirrely because of it. Able to hold on to it, though. And Cano squares up. We're looking at Tharp, seeing how quickly he makes the moves because his championship rival, Max Wilczek, is leading right now. So into that middle right. He's trying to following Sean Hambrook here. Down the inside. Oh! Lag spike almost kills him, but Sean Hambrook able to hold on to it and not go down fully. Kind of an awkward crash, but that was due to lag. So Tharp up to 6, Hambrook 7. Cole Betts now right behind Sean Hambrook with Ben Nerona a little ways behind them. He's got a little bit of a gap to Dylan Roper and Jack Mark, the two guys running the number 1 of his bike. See if Tharp can catch both of these guys. I have no idea if these guys are actually on the team or if they are just running their skins because they were posted. Well, maybe, I don't know. I was going to say because they're posted on the forums, but they're not posted on the forums. Only privately sent. I know I haven't sent them out. From what I've seen on the stream that they said someone has leaked the skins, unfortunately. But it is still Wilczek leading. He's got a 30-second gap over him, so pretty big breathing room. And it is over Dylan Delaire. Oh, Jay-Z leaked skins. Yeah. But yeah, over Dylan Delaire and Evan Holt. And we got Jack, Mark, and Dylan Roper battling here. Ahead of Braden Tharp. Tharp trying to make quick work of these guys to hopefully get up to P2. It looks like Wilczek went down because it's down to 20 seconds. Oh my god, he has to avoid Dylan Roper going flying down that hill. We want to make new link? Yeah, I hope so. Because they like to keep it private, that would be best for them. So now Tharp has to get past Holt. Actually, I was looking at chat. Yeah, fair. I was looking at chat. I believe I saw that Tharp got by him. So he's actually up to P4 ahead of Hambrook, Roper, and Jack Mark. So now he's looking at his teammate of Evan Holt. Oh my god, he goes, Jesus. Tharp just loved being a ballerina this race, man. You're just doing twists and turns at every chance he gets over that rut. So his teammate Evan Holt has got a bit of a gap between those two. It's about 8-9 seconds. And then Dylan Delaire sitting comfortably in P2. 8 seconds between him and Holt, so not still the legs off, but he's got 20 seconds to Max Wilczek, who is just kind of pulling away. Oh my God, almost going over the berm. He does go over the berm, but he's able to save it. So Wilczek still leading, but making some small mistakes with a little 12 laps and a lap, 2 laps to go, sorry. A little under 12 minutes. Alrighty. And then there is Braden Tharp. Only 7 seconds between them, so he can definitely close this gap. Last lap he was 3 seconds quicker. But if he runs the pace that he would normally run last moto, he can definitely close the gap pretty quickly, because his pace last moto was quicker than Evan Holt's quickest this moto. But Evan Holt just running consistently. Best lap of a 2:14.6, consistently running about 15s or slower, and he's just sitting in P3, holding on with a consistent ride out of him. Was battling for a 250 title in SX last year. I don't remember if he was battling for wins this year or not. I don't know if he got a win or not, but he still definitely shows he still has that speed after he got some of it from last year. Max Wilczek still holding on out front. He's got an 18-second gap between him and Dylan Delaire. Like I said, so Evan Holt in P3. He's still Tharp P4, but he is closing. It's about 6 seconds between the two. And then Hambrook has not let Tharp go. He's kind of held on to him. He's attached the rope. It's a long rope, but he's attached to one. And then we got Jack, Mark, and Dylan Roper, the two number ones battling out here. The two wannabe number ones. Getting it done with Logan Leitzel back up to 8th. Yeah. I don't know, Nick. I assume they would give it to me and not Jay-Z, because I don't think Jay-Z streams anymore. At least I haven't seen his streams the past 2 rounds, so. Oh, got to deal with some lappers there. The vented plate is messing with my eyes there on that number. I think it looks weird on stream too, but man, that vented plate is messing with me. But the layer's still holding on strong. It's 15 seconds between the two. And Tharp got into P3 over his teammate of Evan Holt down to P4. And then Sean Hambrook's still there in P5. I don't know if he has enough time to catch Dylan Delaire, but Delaire might catch Wilczek, which would help Tharp not lose as many points, obviously. Make him only lose 2 points compared to the 5 he would lose right now. He has 8 minutes and 2 laps to gain 23 seconds on Dylan Delaire, which in sim, obviously, it's very possible with legs off crashes, but oh, and actually not anymore. I was looking at live timing, and Tharp went down, so Hambrook and Holt get by, so that chance of P2 might be over with for Tharp, and he might have to settle for just trying to get a P3 here. So we're just going to watch Tharp here, see what he could do. Woo. Getting squirrely, man. I was trying to be Chase Sexton last year at Hangtown, and it's just not working. He's got the squirrely factor, but not the consistent. Oh my God, Delaire just hit the fast lap of the race with a 2:09.7. He is flying, trying to get his first moto win of the season. I don't know if it's his first career moto win, but definitely the first one of the season. Man, where's Stats Guy? I need Stats Guy in here to tell me that stuff. Who's Guy Moto? Or Luke Scheffler, I think his name is. But it is down to 10 seconds. Oh my God! I saw a Yamaha in red gear go down. It was just this lapper up here. I thought we had a battle for the lead going on, but he is getting caught up with lappers. Oh my God! Barely avoiding him too. But it is. Oh, and then he gets hit into a lapper of Antonio Vellotti. Unfortunate for Dylan Delaire. He was on a roll. He still has P2, but that might have settled it for Max Wilczek unless he has a mistake like that as well. Delaire just needs to breathe and settle back into a pace here that he know he can run, because Max Wilczek is running 13s or slower, and if you ran a 2:09 that lap, you could easily run 2:11s if you back it down just that tiny bit. But it is 22 seconds, which 2:09s, 2:11s are not going to cut it, but with crashes, you might have a good chance. Evan Holt. We've actually, never mind, I'm dumb. I forgot that Tharp went down. I thought we lost him, but we did lose him earlier. So now Tharp in that P5 spot trying to get Jack Mark, and then he's trying to chart his way up to Evan Holt, who's 6 seconds up the road. My fucking throat is hurting, dude. Fucking props to Kellen for doing this for 10 damn years. I could do the Supercross ones because they're shorter as fucking this. Count me out, man. Tharp trying to get something done. He's trying to find every possible line that he could take down the inside. He just can't get it done because there's just that one main line that gets you a good run, and he just can't beat it by taking alternate ones unless he absolutely cleans him, and he just cleans himself there. So Hambrook is going to get by, and it looks like Lights is going to get by too. So it's now down to P7. That's even more points for Max Wilczek. He gained, I believe it was 3. I tried this round. He forgot, man. I Snapchatted him, and he's like, yo, I completely forgot. I'll be there next week. So we got a guy lined up for next week. Yeah. Oh, my God, Lightsel. Hold on to him. I have someone who will co-commentate with me next week. But Lightsel trying to find a way around Sean Hambrook, going left, gets a drive, and is able to get it done here. And Tharp trying to follow him through. Just about to do math. I believe Tharp did get second in that first moto, so that was a 3-point swing. Whoa, hold on to her. And then now it is 5, 7, 9 plus 3, so it'd be 12 points. So the lead would be down to 13 if it stayed the same right now, if Tharp does not gain any more positions. But he's looking to make another one on Lightsel. Can he get it done? Stay in left. I don't know if he could do it. Around the outside goes Lightsel, and Tharp is able to make the move, so it is going to be up to 14 points now for the title after this round. Or it should be if my math is correctly, if my math is mathing. Could be wrong math, but you know, it's just quick math, not right math. So Tharp holding on to a P5 spot, and it looks like Wilczek kind of has this thing in the, oh my God, is that Jack Mark? That is, oh my God, and Lightsel goes down. Probably got a little too excited, and Hambrook, does he run into him? No, he does not. So now Tharp gets another spot. So that makes it 15-point lead after this race. So Tharp and Jack Mark battling now for fourth. Dylan Roper ahead of Leitzel. Leitzel had something happen. I don't know what. Might have been Dylan Roper or Sean Hambrook, since they're both down together. But Leitzel able to get by him and move into P7. We've got Dylan Roper ahead of him, along with Jack Mark, the two number ones. Then we have Braden Tharp, your points leader, in P4. Evan Holt in P3. P2 for Dylan Delaire. And then person leading your Moto 2 right now is Max Wilczek with a 31-second gap, trying to, imitate Seth's car as best as possible. Trying to get it done. Oh, and that's Tom Quino down. You saw on the left-hand side. You hate to see it for him. On your Donut MX update, because I know a lot of guys love Donut, he is sitting P14 right now. Oh, and Wilczek down. Oh, my God. Come on, Wilczek. Hold on. Oh, my God. Quino's just front-end lock dead, Still kind of same running order. I have never done a rundown this. Oh my God, Wilczek. I don't know if you did that on purpose, but you were front flipping and you just died. If you didn't do it on purpose, you almost saved it, which would have been really cool. But, things happen. You're still in the lead. But we do got Wilczek leading. We got Dylan Delaire in P2. P3 for Evan Holt. P4 for Braden Tharp. P5 for Jack Mark. 6th for Leitzel. 7th for Roper. 8th for Hambrook. 9th for Ortiz, who is down. So it's actually going to be Nerona 9th. Ortiz 10th. Betts 11th. Fatosa 12th. Spies 13th. 14th for Bet Powers. 15th for Cepeda. 16th for Ariagonda, 17th for Jerome Godot. Quino dying in the background. 19th for Evan Lumi. 20th for Tom Quino, and 21st for Mr. Tyler Blowers. And he's dead. Okay, I want to pull something up actually. So there might be no sound. Give it uno momento. All right, cool. Okay. Oh, fuck me. I know I shouldn't be cussing, but it's not a professional stream here. Just give me uno momento. Okay. Now I have the results, so I can try to do overalls. Alright. So, Tharp got third last moto, so it would be a 12-point loss, so it is actually 13 points if it stays the same right now. Oh, and we'll check down again. Jesus, dude, come on, hold it together. You got one more lap. Oh, 2 more laps, my bad. You timed it wrong. So, yeah, if things stand right now, the points would be at 13 leaving this round with Tharp leading. It is looking like I don't see Spieth. He's down in 13th. So, honestly, Tharp is probably still going to get P2 overall. Crazy to say, but it's probably going to happen. But obviously, Wilczek is probably going to win with the 1-1. Even if he gets 2, he's still going to win. Oh, and Leitzel's making moves back there. Oh, never mind. Well, Leitzel's still trying to make moves on Mr. Jack Mark and Dylan Roper. the two guys running the district design skins without running their actual skin, because I don't think they are on the team. I'm not 100% sure. They want to feel good by running number 1. The lights are trying to get something done here. This is really the only battle that is going on the track right now is these three. Everything else there is not much happening, but Lightsoul trying to get both of them. Oh my god! Well, he tried. Okay, so I'm guessing these guys have cleaned Lightsoul because he is going for a takeout there, which kind of sucks, but you know, it'll give Jack Mark a good break since he's putting in 10 hours every week to try to qualify for these. Light's obviously not too excited. Oh, there's one of them. Still in Roper. Keeping an eye on timing and scoring over there. Looks like nothing is changing as of right now. Okay. Wilczek did go on the final lap, and I'm going to try to calculate some overalls here. So it's going to be Wilczek P1, obviously. It's going to be Tharp P2 overall. P3 is going to be Dylan Dallaire. And then P4 is going to be Evan Holt. And then P5 might be Killian Ortiz with a 6.9 for 5th overall. So, there's that. But Lightsoul just trying to get anything done here. Past these guys. Oh, Dylan Dallaire is down. He's with Quino. And then who is that? That is 719. I don't know that number. Oh my god, and Stevenson is dead. Is that Cash Woods that's dead? Oh my god, everyone is just dying here at Southwick. The sand is collecting everyone. Okay, Lightsoul got Jack Mark. Yeah, oh, there he goes. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Lights would not take someone out for no reason, so I'm guessing that guy has punted him a couple times in order to cause that. But we're going to go back up to the front here. He's going to go 1-1 on the day. He's going to gain such a big points on his competitor, Braden Tharp. Max Wilczek is your overall winner and Moto 2 winner here at Southwick at round 5 of the RaceFactory Gaming Pro Motocross Championship. And it is looking like Dylan Dallaire is going to get P2 to go 3rd overall with a 7.2. As he's lapping Quino, he's got Cash Woods right behind him. But Dylan Dallaire is going to go 7.2 for that 3rd overall finish, as long as it stays the way that they are. And then Evan Holt is going to hold on. He's going to go 8.3 for 4th. And then it's looking like Tharp is going to go 3.4 for 2nd overall. If this is one of his bad days, he has a really good shot at this championship. If a 3.4 is a bad day for him, because I think that's his worst moto scores in a round yet. I could be wrong. I could be way wrong. Well, I know he had a 1.8 at at a couple of them, but then Dylan Roper's gonna get fifth. It looks like Leitzel is gonna clean him out. Not entirely, but so Jack Mark is gonna get sixth. Leitzel's gonna get seventh. Eighth for Hambrook. He's actually going to get lights on how many cuts, probably from getting taken out or trying to take him out. And then ninth is going to be Ben Nerona. 10th, Killian Ortiz. 11th for Shake Speece. 12th for Cole Betts. 13th for Andre Feitosa. 14th for Bet Powers, who has finished. 15th for Jerome Cadeau. 16th for Emmanuel Cepeda. 17th for Evan Lumi. 18th for Lucas Arriagada. 19th for Cash Woods. And 20th for Tyler Valentin. And 21st for Tom Quino. You know, Tyler Valentin came up last round from amateurs. Did pretty good. Some decent finishes here. You want to see some beef, chat? Let's see if there's some beef. Doesn't look like it. All right, well, shit. And I also just realized by whatever that guy said, I don't remember who typed it. Where's Wyatt Grant? Where's Wyatt Grant? He is 30th this moto. He got 23rd. He scored no points this moto. He's 4th in points. He scored 0 points. That is a little insane. So the sand is just not it for some people. Well, that was an exciting moto, I think. Should probably change that. There you go. Make that look better. One more moto to go on the night. If stats get updated, which I don't know if they will correctly. Well, they might. I don't know. I think points will get updated. I don't know about anything else. I know the guy that said he does them on the Discord for any of you guys that aren't in there. Said he's kind of busy tonight, so we'll see how quickly those get updated. But, you know, it is what it is. If not, I calculate that shit. Like I said, it's 13 points between Wheelcheck and Tharp going into next week. So, yeah, all that stuff's scrolling across the bottom right. That is points from this week. Oh, I can finally disconnect and reconnect. After 2 minutes. Oh my god, and they're fucking starting them. Holy shit, just in time. Who won the other motos? So for 250s, Wheelcheck went 1-1. And then Seth Carr won this one by like a minute. One moto one. So you're going to try to find him if I can before the gate drops. I I think I might have missed him, but oh. There we go. We're on him. Oh, my God, he gets the jump. Oh, he's wheeling. Oh, he's just showing off. And Leclerc just dies it in there, but it looks like Carr is going to hold him off, and it looks like that is Bollinger once again up here. But Carr about to pull alrighty, and it's over just like last moto. Thank you for the snooze fest, Carr. Alrighty, time for the battle for P2. It is Bollinger in P2. Then we have Tyler Lang P3. Then we have Holm in P4 actually battling with Alec Horn. Who actually is going to move into P4. Holm down into P5 with Leclerc trying to make a move on him. Looks like 2018 between these two right now. And then Leclerc up into P5, Holm in 6th. It looks like O'Brien is going to be 7th. Malley getting 8th, a decent more start. And it looks like, who is that down? Lang is down. Don't know where he came from. I don't remember seeing him. I could just have, short-term memory loss, but don't remember seeing him up here. And Horn is just jumping all over the place already. But it is still Carr leading. Bollinger 2nd. Another good start from him. And then Horn P3 ahead of Leclerc in P4. Leclerc, unfortunate incident in Moto 1. I guess he missed the timing gate through the whole shot and didn't realize until we were 2 laps into the race. And at that point, there's no point. You're not scoring points when you're 2 laps down, so he just quit it. And now he has to salvage as much as he can. He had almost pretty much put him out of the title fight with how consistent Carr is. But he's still going to put in the work to try to make anything happen. We saw last year at the finale with Payson Johnson how he almost threw it away. So Leclerc might be hoping for another scenario like that as he gets past Alec Horn as he throws away a line on the outside there. So, but Bollinger, and he's going around the outside of the outside line too. Let's go. But to get it done, they just want to check out the woods. Leclerc trying to catch up to him now. He's got Alec Horn still behind him with Madley trying to move through too. He's up to P5. Madley getting P3 last moto over Lang's P2. But Leclerc right in front of him for P3. All around the outside. Leclerc went inside except for one of the guys in the back of that pack that might have been Adam Holm. And Leclerc kind of leading this pack, has a little bit of a distance between the two. So Madley is trying to catch up to him and kind of close that gap. Is Alec Horn. I don't know if he cased. I wasn't really paying attention, but he went down behind him. So there's a whole bunch of guys by. Deering, Boardman. He's going to get up right behind Lancelotti. Maybe nobody gets up right ahead of him, but right behind Lang. So there is that Boardman on that EVP Kawasaki getting it done. Up in P8. Should probably turn off that Steam overlay for future streams, but hey, see if I remember it. But Holm and Ash Deering battling. This is a combo you didn't really expect to see in the top 10. No offense to either of them, but they're rarely up here. But hey, good for them showing out. And Adam Holm just swapping over to Team Nami for this round. I believe it's this round onwards. So showing out in P6, and then we have Ash Deering in P7 on that BPC bike. Always a guy he's kind of a name that you always hear throughout the years. Probably didn't race much last year, that's why he has a triple digit, but trying to get it again this year. But he's got Tyler Lang behind him. I believe he is your 2021 outdoor champion or 2023, one of the two. But he gets around Ash Deering there and tries to set his sights on Adam Holm and Blake O'Brien. Actually, Madley, as we were watching that battle, worked his way through Leclerc and Bollinger up into P2, and Leclerc is down in P4, and he is cartwheeling into this second to last turn going down. So a couple people go by. Lang, there goes Deering, here goes Boardman, and it looks like Alec Horn. It looks like maybe Seabolt. Seabolt does not get by, so Leclerc is going to get up in P10 here. Unfortunate, but definitely better than his first moto. But Carr just slowly pulling away. Of course, as I say that, he does that, but, you know. We'll see if Madley can keep him at bay here in the sand at Southwick, Massachusetts. Ooh, small mistake for Madley. He's kind of check up there, lose some more time to Carr. But his teammate Bollinger right behind him. He said, hold on strong. He had these good start last moto and kind of faded once it hit that halfway mark. See if he could last longer this time. But Carr just being smooth out front, trying to pull away lead start to finish like he did Moto 1. No real battles on track except for this tiny one between O'Brien and Lang. With Seabolt just a ways behind him. Get out of that tree there. Lang, oh, almost missing that rut there as it will still kind of stick in it, but loses a little bit of time to O'Brien. As Carr runs a 2:08.6 compared to Madley's 2:10.6. 2 seconds back on that lap after Madley gained a second the previous lap. But around the outside goes Lang. Can he get it done? He cannot. O'Brien has a steady pace on that inside. Has to follow him through on this outside, but he gets a little bit of a better run. Does he send it? He does not. He thinks better of it. Tries to stay lower going around the outside. Oh, can he get over that tough block? He can. Side by side, does he stay lower over this triple? He does. Down the inside goes Lang. And then O'Brien leaves room, and it is a pass for Lang into P4. O'Brien kind of jumping down the hill, almost landing on him. Trying to scare him a little bit, does not get it done. But Lang up into P4 now. Dylan Bollinger is the next person on his list to get, who is in P3. Now we wait and see here. Looks like Madley is keeping Carr in check. He hasn't gained any time since last lap, but he also hasn't lost any. But his teammate, like I said, still sitting there pretty good. Got about 7 minutes till we see if he can hold on to it. So that's when he fell apart last moto. Lang honestly he just had a quiet P2 ride last moto, just kind of sat there for most of it. Was able to hold on at the end, and then Blake O'Brien. Unfortunately, didn't hear much of him either. He finished 24th in the first moto. So there is that. And then we got Seabolt, who unfortunately also had a bad finish. He did finish 13th after being up there early. And then Schiavro, didn't hear him all moto. Don't know where he finished. I don't see him within the top 28 from last moto, unfortunately. We got Alec Horn. Don't see him either. Ash Deering, he got a P10 last moto, so there's that for him. Jacob Hubbard getting that P6 last moto. Adam Holm getting a P20. Reno Brennan getting a P19. Leclerc DNF, unfortunately, with Shirley now up here after getting P5 Moto 1. Same story as the entire rest of the year. Bad moto starts for him. He has the pace to run up with these guys, but with these bad moto starts, getting dead last every time, it's just not going to happen. Oh, as he almost lands on... Is that a... Nope, that was Reno Brennan. He just kind of backed out of it. Saw he almost got landed on and just said, no, that ain't for me. And let these two by. So now they are trying to get Adam Holm in front of him, who is sitting in P11 with Hubbard in P10 now. Sorry if I am talking less this moto. Like I said, voice is going away. I can feel it hurting, so trying to save it for the exciting moments and just kind of talk around whoever we are on. But Carr ran a 2:06.7 last lap compared to Madley's 2:07.4. So there is that, as they are barking. Lang at 2:08. Everyone else 2:10s or slower. Oh, and Bollinger down at the... Just misses the rut, goes over it. Does he get up before anyone? He might before Blake O'Brien. Oh, Blake O'Brien, a small mistake. Can't get the run, so he does lose one spot to Blake O'Brien, and he falls down to 5th, but Jeremy Siebold is also right behind him, trying to make a move past him. See if he can. He's going to go inside. They go outside. Can't get it done. Goes outside here. He goes inside, sets him up for the inside up here. Bollinger cuts him off. Oh, and he clips the SpongeBob, goes down, gets legs. So Siebold is going to go by into a P5 spot. He's actually looking to get P4 on Blake O'Brien here. Going to go around the outside. Kind of scrubbed a little too hard off track. Yeah, hate to see it from him. So Siebold still trying to make a move here on O'Brien after that small mistake earlier. And then Seth Carr actually just ran a 2:05.1 up front compared to Malley's 2:07.6. So he's starting to pull away out front there. Siebold trying to run down Blake O'Brien and get close enough to make another pass like he was earlier. Oh my God, Blake O'Brien just dies right over there. And Siebold runs into him, but luckily does not get legs, so he gets a free pass into P4 here. Instead of Lang and Madley up ahead, they are losing time to Seth Carr, unfortunately. And this might put an end to their chances of getting the Moto victory. This car is just too dominant in outdoors right now, even after a week off. Scarborough in 5th here, Ash Deering 6th, O'Brien down to 7th, Bollinger down to 8th, Hubbard in 9th, and Leclerc is in 10th. It's actually, looks like Deering is down, so Hubbard and Leclerc get by. Does Alcorn get by? It looks like he does, to get up ahead of Seth Shirley there. Oh, and it looks like, who was that down? That is Alec Horn. So Shirley and Deering both get by. See if Shirley can make quick work of him and try to move up ahead or closer to the front. Yeah, Hayda looking like 2016 Roxon, 08 Stewart. Yeah, really, like I said, really 16 Roxon, because I think there's, out of the 10 or 9 that have been run so far, I think he's lost 1 or 2 of them, and he's won all the others. Which is crazy to say, but I can actually check for sure here. Oh, and down he goes, Ash Deering, so he's going to lose that place to Shirley. He's going to go into 10th. Trying to do some math here. So I know he got 4th at Hangtown round 2, which would be 3, 5, 7 points. And then he got a P2 at Paula in one of the motos. And other than that, he has won every other moto so far. One for those 2 bad motos, he would have one. But yeah, he went 2-1 at Paula, and then he went 1-4 at Hangtown, and then he's won since. And most of them have been by 30 seconds to a minute wins. which is even crazier. Oh, someone DC. Car is up to 15 seconds now. He ran another 2:05 compared to Madley's 2:07. And then he's got 30 seconds on Lang. Looks like O'Brien is actually back into P4. Oh, never mind. Seabolt's right there. He was trying to force him out of P4. Looking down the inside. Can he get something done? He has to kind of check up for that inside line. Oh, my God. O'Brien just slid out. Does he clean anybody? Nope. Hubbard is able to get by. Does Schiavro get by? Maybe. Doesn't look like it. So then Leclerc is sitting right behind him with Schiavro. Schiavro and Leclerc down the inside. Can't get it done. Leclerc going to go far inside. Can he get the move done on Schiavro? He can't. Schiavro covers the inside here. Does he get the run, though, on Blake O'Brien? I don't know if he can here. Oh, someone is down that. It was Hubbard here at the 16-minute mark. Again with the sixes, man. He keeps dying on us, like, whenever there's a 6 and any slot on the timer, he goes down. Did in Supercross at the 6-minute mark, at the 16-minute mark. He does it in the 16-minute mark here in outdoors. Like, that 6 is his demon, unfortunately. But Leclerc, out of all that, moves up to P5. Schiavro, P6. 7th for Blake O'Brien. 8th for Shirley, and 9th for Hubbard. Looks like Leclerc is not running the, or for any of you that are watching and are wondering why I don't have his bike, Carter sent me some new skins, and it looks like some of the team members did not get the memo on that. That's why I don't have Hubbard skins, as Siebel is down there, so Leclerc is up to P4 along with Schiavro following through. Oh my God, Schiavro! Oh, Dooley's over that jump. Let's go, get it done. Into P4 goes Schiavro, kind of blocking the line from Leclerc. Leclerc has to check up, so Leclerc settles into P5 now with Siebel P6. I mean, every single one of these guys that Leclerc is battling with, he has battled for a championship. He battled with Lang for one of the outdoor championships in the past 5 years. He's battled with Siebel in 2020 for the Supercross title. He battled with, well, not Matherly. He's battled with Shirley before for race wins. He's battled with, I guess, Carr now for this championship, and Matherly for this championship. He battled with Holm, who's down in 11th, who's battling with early. He's battled for him in 2018. He's just been around for so long that everyone that he's battled with, he's been, battling for wins or championships, and he goes down there himself. So Shirley goes by. Is Hubbard get by? He does. And he gets ahead of Bollinger and Adam Holm, who are battling back here. Oh, Holm, little mistake, so Bollinger is able to get done. Carr just ran a 2:03.7. 4 seconds quicker than Matherly. His best time. And 5 seconds quicker than his current time that he ran last lap, and 2 seconds quicker than Lang's best time. Who won 250 overall? It was Wilczek. He went 1-1. And then Tharp got P2 overall by going 3-4. And then it was Dallaire got 3rd overall by, I think, going 8-2. And you haven't missed much from, Carr. He is 24 seconds ahead of everyone else. Same thing as Moto 1, got the whole shot and has just been pulling away ever since. But Matherly in P2. Lang P3. And Shirley in P4. You know the name we haven't seen? Frank Jackson. Got 4th Moto 1. I have not seen his name. We're going to watch this battle of O'Brien. Oh, my God. Schiavro just... Oh, my God. He just annihilated himself. Got a bad kicker. Got a pogo stick. Got a Poboso fix on that one. And just absolutely crashed. So Brian is going to hold on to 5th. Siebold is going to move up to 6th. And Leclerc is going to move up to 7th. Hubbard's going to move up to 8th. And Schiavro's going to get up in 9th right behind him. Leclerc trying to find a way around him. There are some lappers ahead of him. So O'Brien has to get around. I believe that's Horn. That might be someone else. Yeah, it's a triple digit for that team. I don't know who, though. But O'Brien is leading the way for the small little pack of him, Siebel, and Leclerc. Oh, who's that down? That was no one down. That was a lapper down, along with Hubbard down behind him, though. So down the inside goes Leclerc. Oh, does he get a run on Siebel? He's going to go around the outside. Going to stay lower. He does get the pass done, so Leclerc going to move up into 6th. He might get a run on O'Brien here to move up into that P5 spot. Oh, down the inside. He thought better of it. Siebel, we kind of lost him in the trees, but it looked like he thought better of it and backed out.
Blake O'Brien still leading his pack over Leclerc and Siebel. But it's still Carr leading. He's got a 30-second gap over Matherly, 31 over Lang, and then 40 over, sorry, not 40, a minute 11 over Shirley, and a minute 17 over Leclerc and Blake O'Brien. As Leclerc got by, Blake O'Brien is going to look at the times there. Leclerc, he could catch Shirley. Still got 7.5 minutes and 2 laps left. So there's still a possibility he could get Shirley. And then Lang still has a chance to get Madley, and that would give him P2 in the overall. Oh, ooh, ooh. Hold on to her, Lang. Getting a little squirrely coming out of that rut, but is able to corral it together and regroup and try to start charging back towards Madley. Just a heads up, every lap, car is running 4 seconds quicker than anyone else on track. So there is that beast of a human in P1 that we really don't acknowledge every moto because he's just gone and has no one to race. Whoa. Bunch of lap traffic here for Lang, but equally as much so for Matherly, so Lang gets back down to 2 seconds between the two of them. And there's really no other fights. Everyone else is about the same distance, but this one is obviously for P2 and P2 in the overall. Ooh. Right now it'd be obviously Carr going 1-1 for first overall, Madley going 3-2 for second overall, and Lang going 2-3 for third overall. Surely we get fourth overall by going 5-4, and it looks like, oh my god, so many people down. I honestly don't know who gets, probably Hubbard. Looks like, oh my god, Madley was down with the lapper. Is that Horn? I'm not sure. Yeah, that is Alec Horn, so he's down with the lapper, so he falls out of P2, and that gives Lang the overall again. So he has to regroup in 5 minutes and 2 laps and try to put something together. And try to bring back that P2 spot. And, you know, it may only be 2 points that he's losing, but when he's already this far down from car, and with car being this dominant with his worst finish being a 4th, it's, fortunately, you got to be basically perfect by getting at least a 2nd in the overall to be close to him. Watch him. He's got a not a 6 second, sorry, 9 second gap over Matherly now. Oh, and Shirley. Oh, and Leclerc was actually down, so I think Leclerc had Shirley, goes down, and unfortunately loses that spot, but it still picks up in. Oh my God, Shirley almost goes over the bars there. He was able to save it. Silently watching these guys. Because honestly, there's no real battles on track, unfortunately. You know, cars lapped up to 13th. We'll actually go give those guys some love of Adam Holm and Frank Jackson. Oh, there's Frank Jackson. Sorry, I was wondering earlier where he was, but here he is all the way back here. About to go 4:14 for probably like 8th overall. But he's about to get lapped here. But he does have Adam Holm right in front of him. Both teammates on that Team Nami Triumph. Like the purple and the fluorescent yellow gear going for these guys. Oh, the team's battling. And here comes Carr. He's coming to lap both of them. Oh my God, Frank Jackson just, oh my God. Yeah, he's going home in a hospital. Going home in an ambulance. After that one. Then Noah Bendis is quite a ways ahead of these guys. Oh, this Hubbard down, unfortunately. Hold it together. And this is going to be lapping 12th for Seth Carr. So we got, whenever he comes to the finish line, it'll be about maybe 3 laps. I don't know if he can check up, and he might be able to check. I don't know if in a minute will go by the time you get there, but it'll be 2 or 3 laps. It's going to be close. If he checks up, it could definitely be 2 laps. But if not, it might be 3. That was just P12 he lapped, which was Jacob Hubbard. Scarborough, Ash Deering, Dylan Bollinger is still up here in P8. Got to go 11-8. Very decent overall. And there's Seabolt in 7th with Blake O'Brien 6th. Leclerc in 5th, only 5 seconds behind Shirley. Matherly in 3rd, about a minute ahead of those guys. And then Lang in 2nd, about 5 seconds ahead of Matherly, actually. And 35 seconds ahead of him is Carr. He said, screw waiting. We are going an extra 3 laps. I'm setting burners. So we crossed the line about 3 seconds too early. So we are doing 3 more laps. We are going to go back to the... Oh my god, Reno Brennan is there in the way. Don't know the other lapper. Oh, where's Madley? Okay, he hasn't lost too much time. It's still about 5 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds. He is on rails here. Madley's the only other person to go under the 210s besides Seth Carr, who ran a 206, Madley 208.5, everyone else. Actually, Leclerc 208.9, everyone else 211s or slower. He's still 5 seconds behind Lang, but he does have 3 laps to do it, thanks to Carr not checking up for the finish. Madley kind of stunning it here to try to get an extra 2 points towards this championship. He lost 5 points in Moto 1 and doesn't want to lose a whole 10. Instead, he's going to lose about 8, depending on where he finishes this Moto. Which would put him... If he gets another 5, it would put him 43 points down, compared to only 41, which either or is not really that great, but still, you take the wins where you can. Against a guy like Carr, you get very few of them. Oh my god, that was 21, Mr. Chase Blakely. Oh, and while we were watching that, oh my god, what a battle for 4th. Oh my god, I was trying to see if Madley would close in, but these two are battling hard. Shirley and Leclerc for P4 here. Shirley would get the overall no matter what, but Leclerc needs to gain as much points as he can after unfortunately having a DNF Moto 1. Like a quote-unquote transponder issue. Oh my god, he's just sending it around the course. 2 laps to go. Oh, side by side. Can barely see through the trees. Oh my, and he just cleans him. Oh my god, the lines kind of came together, but he just sent Shirley. Absolutely took the front wheel away from him. And made him do a barrel roll before landing on his head. But 2 laps to go here. But looks like Madley went down again. So, unfortunately for him, he is now 20 seconds behind Lang. And Lang being about 40 seconds behind Carr. And then Leclerc being about 40 seconds behind Madley. And Shirley being about 10 seconds behind him. This is stupid. Alright, hold on. This man, Carr, has been setting burners out front. It is the last lap. This is P6 right here. He's a lap down in a motocross moto. I don't think he's getting Shirley, but to lap up to 6th in a 450 moto, that's just insane. I mean, I don't think I've ever even seen Payson lap up to 6th in a 450 moto. And this is, for the most part, roughly the same field that he was battling, minus maybe 5 guys. And Carr just ran a 204.7 and has lapped up to 6th and has A close chance of lapping up to 5th if a crash or two happens from Shirley. Maybe not, but that's just insane from Seth Carr. He's been putting on a dominant performance all year long, ever since Thunder Valley. Like he said he had a disappointing moto on Moto 2 of Hangtown, and he got 4th. And then Thunder Valley rolled around. He just won by a minute Moto 1 at a dead last start Moto 2. Pulled to Chase Sexton. Except he got to lead in 20 minutes and then won by a minute after that. Like, it's just been a dominant performance from your number 6 machine here. He goes off track there, but he has plenty of time for cuts and all that. But your points leader extending his points lead, what looks like to be 43 points after this. He's going to win Moto 2 here at Southwick. Going to do the same thing as Moto 1. He's going to check up. He's going to stop and let his teammate back by. But your winner here for Moto 2 and the overall with dominating performance, just annihilating the guys, is going to win the overall here at round 5 at Southwick, which is going to make it 4 for 5 on the year. It's going to make it 8 for 10 on Moto wins on the year. And it's going to, like I said, extend his points lead to 42 after 5 rounds. He's almost got a full race lead on the rest of this field. He's on another league right now. I don't know if any of these guys have anything for him, but Tyler Lang is going to bring it home to get 2nd overall by going 3-2 on the day, or actually 2-2 on the day, my bad. So Lang going to go 2-2 to get 2nd overall here at Southwick. And Madley is going to go 3-3 for 3rd overall. Leclerc is going to go DNF 4, unfortunately. That's probably going to put him maybe 15th or 10th, I don't know, somewhere between there on the overall. And then Shirley is going to go 5-5 for 4th overall. And then I don't really know the rest of the overalls behind him. Yeah, it's going to be Shirley who's going to get 5th after Leclerc gets by this guy for 4th. 5th for Shirley. 6th is going to be for Siebel. 7th for Blake O'Brien. Carr basically lapped up the 6th. 7th for Blake O'Brien. 8th for Dylan Bollinger. 9th for Ash Daring. 10th for Jeremy Schiabro. 11th for Adam Holm. 12th for Braden Castellaneta. 13th for Noah Bindus. 14th for Frank Jackson. 15th Jacob Hubbard. 16th Hunter Ash. 17th Reno Brennan. 18th Kyle Boardman. 19th Devin Ryan. 20th Chase Blakely. And 21st is going to be Jeff Cooper on the day. Man, what a night of racing. Now we just need to wait for points to get updated, if they do get updated. Yep, it looks like nothing changed in the points. So that is basically going to do it for today's motos here at Southwick. Like I said, I hope to have someone joining me next week. Make that a little easier. Make it so there's not so much dead space there towards the end of the night. But, I appreciate y'all for sticking around. I'm going to see if they update the points, and then we will end the stream. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, like I said, here, these were the points coming into it for 250s. So Tharp had a 25-point lead. I think it's down to a 13-point lead now. And then Sully, unfortunately, was not here. Neither was Grant. So Sully actually, well, Grant was here, didn't score any points. So Sully is going to stay ahead of Grant. Woods and Lightslow, I think, going to pass him. But I think they stay ahead of everyone else. So these two move up, and then these two move down. I guess I am. It looks like Jay-Z stopped. So yeah, I guess I am going to be the new streamer for Sim until Kellen comes back. I know he's been saying that he's trying to come back if he gets some funding for it. So there is that. Um but yeah, like I said, if Kellen said if he can get some funding for the Supercross season, he's already looking to come back by then. Um that's what I've heard. I don't know if it's going to actually happen, but I know he said he's trying. But he has to make sure it is good money because obviously he has 2 kids to take care of. So I'm pretty sure he said that on one of his Instagram things. I'm I think right now he's planning to come back for all of Supercross, but like I said, that depends on if he could get anyone to sponsor the series to do funding or sponsor him so he could at least get good money so he could support his family. It's kind of what he is looking for. I don't know too much on it. Obviously, it's all him, but don't bombard him with questions. But yeah. Turn out great. So, well, actually, while this is showing, I'm going to show the 250 points. So you see what it is before. This is going to be the after today's round. It is actually, let me zoom in. So it is Tharp obviously leading with 198 points. It's Wilczek at 185. He is 13 points back. And then Cashwood's actually moved up to third. He is 53 points back. Leitzel moves up to fourth, 62 points back. Sully is down to fifth, 67 back. White Grant is down to sixth, 71 back. Yeah, it just all depends. If it's not that good, obviously there's still gonna be some core guys that come back to this, but we'll see how it is depending on how they make it for running leagues and stuff on there. Dylan DeLayer up to seventh, 82 points back. Jake Spees up to eighth, 89. Ben Nerona up to ninth, 91. And then Evan Holt up to 10th, 97 points back. Jax Vick has fallen outside the top 10 after no showing 2 weeks. Keelan Ortiz is close with Stevenson and Quino and Chelsea, who has not showed up. Now, we got to wait and see. This is not the updated points for 450. Actually, nope, there it is. So actually, let me show you this is what it looked like coming into this week. Car at 190. 33 over Madley, 47 over Leclerc, 50 over Jackson, 59 over Lang, and then 80 over Siebel, 100 Vial, and obviously so on and so forth. Now, this is what it looks like now. Car is still leading, obviously 240 points. He's got a 43-point lead over Madley, 65 over Lang, 74 over Jackson. Claire unfortunately fell to fifth after the timing issue in Moto 1, so he's 79 back. Siebold 105 back in 6th. Castellaneta tied with Shirley 130. Vial 150. And then Jeff Cooper 165. 1 point ahead of Noah Bindis. So that is it for tonight's night of streaming. Thank you all for coming out. I hope you all enjoyed my stream. I know it was a little lackluster, like I said. Didn't talk through a lot of it, but hey, I'm just glad you guys are showing up, and like I said, hopefully I should have someone next week. But until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you all next week.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping